One more time.
Good morning and welcome to episode 19 of the Morning Roast, Arizona Hip Hop 7 edition. My bad. I can't speak today.
Arizona Cybernetics. No.
We have
had a good time.
Sauce, Ace the Biz, Miss Tiana Marie. We have a special guest with us. Who's our special guest?
Hey, it's Destiny, also known as Natural Des.
All right. And we have Val Marie.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
So, like I said, this is Arizona Hip Hop 7 edition. It's a mouthful to say, but man, it's been so many years that it's came along. This is a Stay Safe edition. We're going to be doing it at the Barsmith and the Monarch on the 12th. So make sure that you guys are there. Book online. Check out the AZHHF Festival 7 event page for more information. How are you guys doing this morning?
All in one take. Fantastic.
I know.
All in one take.
All in one take.
All in one take.
We tried to do takes last night and it was just terrible.
It gets challenging, you know what I mean?
It was a mouthful.
It was a fucking.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Hey, man.
You guys had just as hard of a time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I told her that was for each and every time she laughed at you guys. Like,
Right?
Yep.
karma.
Came back quick.
I was like,
I'll take it.
She almost pulled it off pretty good too.
I did too, man. I was like, I got this, bro. I got it. I can do it.
man, watch how the pro.
And then I was just like, oh shit.
Nope.
Hold up.
I thought we were supposed to say our shit in chop parts. Like we're going, oh, this is. It fucked me up because I didn't know at first that we were all gonna say like, hey, we're the Morning Roast. So that's what I'm looking at. All y'all, what the fuck? Like we say this all together. Like.
Y'all said it so cute though. It went really smooth.
It was great.
It was a really good time. I think, speaking on the AZMT Awards, I think they're really progressing from like what I saw last year to like this year, and everything I saw happen at the Hive yesterday. It's gonna be an awesome award ceremony. I'm really excited that the Morning Roast was able to be a part of that. So
Definitely.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to everybody out there at AZMT. AZMT is always giving back to the community. I cannot say one regard to that. Shout out to Ahmad.
Come on.
That's enough.
Jesus, that's a new one too.
That's it. So apparently,
Yeah, that one's everybody
we
stand
have
up.
to do sound
Jesus.
clips added into Buzz's
Yeah.
equipment.
Excited.
You know what my favorite one is?
Which one?
Got him!
That sounds like
Right,
Buzzy
that's
for real though. Hey Tiana, what's in your cup?
Just water.
Oh, okay.
Just
The
All right,
greatest drink of all time.
We're gonna go into our first track of the day. We're gonna go with High Tide by Mac the Pharaoh. Let's get into it.
Arizona nigga riding down Sunset, feeling all the vibes. Do you like the top down? I just wanna see you dance in a sundress. Come and take a ride with me all around town. High tide got a wave on me, chasing waterfalls, make it rain on me. If you fall in love, don't blame it on me. I can tell you wanna rush, don't wait on me. Don't fight it. I know you wanna be enlightened. Come spread your wings and take a flight. Come be my shine moonlight in the night. Yeah. Let me read that book, baby, don't turn that page. Keep it there, don't give me that look. I just wanna see what you put in the air. 24 hours in LA. Take me to the beach, I wanna feel your waves. Drip that thing on me, don't let 'em bite that fruit by choice, no beggar. I can feel your voice on me, speaking my language, Rosetta. Arizona nigga riding down Sunset, feeling all the vibes. Do you like the top down? I just wanna see you dance in the sundress. Come and take a ride with me all around town. Tide got a wave on me, chasing waterfalls, making rain. Speaking my language, Rosetta. Arizona nigga riding down Sunset, feeling all the vibes. Do you me? If you fall in love, don't blame it on me. I can tell you wanna rush, don't wait on me.
Hit that pussy like NASA, bet I moonlighted. Said your ex was a disaster, so bust a move, damn it, I just might. Know you told like you do this every night. Alright, hit them walls, then I had to catch a flight out of town. You talking like that one, I need you. You the last real one, them other guys is see-through. Everything a secret, what we do. You a bad one, and you know the deal, and that's why I keep you. Yeah. Drop that thing on me, don't let up. Hit that shit so deep, falsetto. Then I come around when you need me the most. I tight, it's the goat that one.
Arizona nigga riding down Sunset, feeling all the vibes. Do you like the top down? I just wanna see you dance in the sundress. Come and take a ride with me all around town. High tide got a wave on me, chasing waterfalls, making rain on me. If you fall do you like the top down? I just wanna see you dance in the sundress. Come and take a ride with me all around town. Take a ride with me all around town. High tide got a wave on me, chasing waterfalls, making rain on me. If you fall in love, don't blame it on me. I can tell you wanna rush, don't wait on me.
Hit that pussy like NASA, bet I moonlighted. Said your ex was a disaster, so bust a
Alright.
move, damn it, I just might. Know you told like you do this.
We are back. So we're with us here today is Natural Des. She's going to be performing at AZHHF Festival. Tell us a little bit about you.
Hey everybody, it's Natural Dust here. I am an R&B singer, up and coming. I am from Illinois. I'm 22 years old. What really should I say?
Well, what inspired you to do music? What is your
Okay.
drive?
That's a good start. Well, ever since I was little, like I wanted to become a singer. I knew that is what I wanted to do when I first started watching like musicals, and I loved watching American Idol and things like that. And so as I got older, I really got in tune with music. I was in choir since I was in 3rd grade. I joined band when I was in middle school, all 3 years. High school did choir also, and just always loved writing too. I wrote between poems and also music, like songs. When I was little, I used to. I'm sorry, I'm nervous, y'all.
No,
I'm
you're
all
okay.
over the
You're not the
place.
only one. You're not the only one. Trust me.
I told you to drink some of that flask, girl.
What's in the flask?
I told you to drink something what was in the flask.
But yeah, I mean, moral to the story, just ever since I was little, I was in love with music, and I was someone who I would play a song over and over again to write down the lyrics, because that was before, we kind of had Google, that was a big thing. So I don't know.
So now, do you write your own music?
Yes, I do.
Do
I do.
you write your music,
I've
and
been.
Do you sing or you rap?
I sing.
You
I mean,
sing?
I'll do a little bit of both,
You do a little bit
but
of both?
mainly sing.
Mainly sing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
have to ask, what's your sign?
That's the famous
Ooh.
question. What is your zodiac sign?
I love that question. I'm an Aquarius.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Very cool.
Awesome. And so how long have you been in Arizona?
It's been 3 years. I transferred to go to ASU in 2018, and then this past May I just graduated, got my bachelor's, and really, like, since I'm out of school now, that's why I've been able to start honing in on music and pursuing it.
Do you mind what if I ask what degree you put it in?
Yeah, I got my degree in conflict resolution with a focus in business.
Oh,
Yes.
interesting. Okay.
What was I gonna ask you? So how has the music changed for you, like during COVID? Like how have you been able to adapt to it? What was the effect on it?
I will say honestly, COVID and quarantine kind of was a benefit to me because I felt like it made life, like the outside world, really stop, and everything I was involved in just take a pause. And in isolation, I really got in touch with myself and writing music again, because I will say, like, when I went away to college, you know, it's such a brand new world that, like, you get exposed to a bunch of different things and hobbies and other things you want to pursue. So music kind of took a back burner for a while. And then I felt like it would be something I would want to do after I graduated, but since quarantine came in about like March is when it all shut down.
Yep.
And I actually went to fly home to Illinois to stay with my family for a little bit since I didn't have to go to classes anymore in person. And during that time was when I really just started writing, like just thoughts and stuff that came to my head. And yeah.
And at the Arizona Hip Hop Festival, when you perform, are we gonna hear music that's already out, or are you gonna be releasing any new music at the Arizona Hip Hop Festival?
So it'll be a little mixture of both. I know one song that I'll be performing is already out, but it's only on SoundCloud.
What's the song?
It's called His One Day. It's actually a remake of Tory Lanez's, I think, 2015 One Day song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
listened to that.
That's actually the first song I've ever released, which was just recent, this past June. And it's just on SoundCloud right now, but I will be performing that and also releasing it on all platforms December 10th. That's His One Day. And then the other 2 songs I'll be performing at the festival, that's going to be a part of my EP, and I actually brought one of them for you guys to listen today.
Yeah, Sad Bitch Diary.
Yeah, Sad Bitch Diary. So that's actually the name of the EP also. And I'm deciding to release the first song on the EP, Sad Bitch Diary, as a single this Thursday as well.
The name of that. I'm curious.
Yeah, so I basically all the songs that are on this project were written last summer by me. It was right after a previous breakup. Of course, like that's the best inspiration. But really, it was a time period where I was just really, really sad, you know, and just writing, venting my thoughts out and everything like that. And
Sad Bitch Diary.
yeah, and the thing is this is the funny part about it though. Like, as I was writing, I didn't have any project in mind. Like, it was just each song was a single piece of its own. And you know, a few months go by, and you know the healing that happens after a breakup, and you're okay. And then so one day I was just looking through those old songs that I had written at the time. And when I get in my feelings and stuff, I don't know, I make fun of myself because I'm just like, I know how I look at people like on TV when they're doing the most, like in their feelings and sad. Yeah. And then I'm like, I'll never be that person. And then I turn around, I'm that person. And so as I was reading through those songs from the summer, I was like, you were one sad ass bitch. Like, look at you. I cannot, in your feelings, emotional. But, so that's kind of what inspired, like, you know what if I take all of these songs that I wrote in my feelings, sad and everything, and just put them together in an EP, or put it together in a song, a project, and I named it Sad Bitch Diary.
I like really like that. I'm really anxious to hear that. Who inspires you as like in the industry, like a mainstream artist, to like keep you motivated? Like,
well, any artist in general.
Yeah.
I will say number one inspiration off the back is Janae Aiko.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Back up on my bullshit.
Yes, I really. That was on
That
point.
is why I'm a manager and not an artist.
That's funny. No, but I really do love Janae. I've been listening to her for a while now. Like, I remember my first time hearing her was back in high school. The first song I heard from her was the I Don't Need You, I Don't Need You. That one. I can't think of The Worst. That's what it's called. Yeah.
I don't know what it's called.
It's called The Worst. I just
Yes,
thought
The
of it.
Worst. Right.
But yeah, so I've been listening to her for a while, and subconsciously I really did not realize how much of an influence she started kind of instilling in me until this past year. She kind of helped me gain like the confidence that I needed to start pursuing my own music. You know, growing up, like when you look at people who can sing, you're thinking of like powerhouse singers like Jennifer Hudson, Beyonce, Whitney Houston, and you know the list goes on. So I've always had a very subtle voice. Like since I was little, I just always kept this really kind of soft, gentle voice. And even though it didn't sound bad, I didn't have the confidence in myself because I felt like since I wasn't a powerhouse singer, I wasn't good. And I couldn't make music and everything. I will say, when I heard Janae Aiko, that like over these past years, I started realizing like she's kind of just like I can relate to her because she has that soft tone, like one monotone voice, but it works for her and she makes hits and she does that without having to, you know, have a huge voice, and she stays in her own lane. So as I got older and started to see that that was kind of the lane that I fit into, I was like, girl, you can sing. You can just sing differently. Yeah.
She's actually one of my favorite singers.
Yes. I think she's a lot of our favorites. She's one of mine too.
Yeah. I mean, it's just
Different,
how she
it's like
speaks.
refreshing. It's not that like
Yeah, you don't
I
have
dig what you mean that you feel that you got to compete because you got to have that deep ass voice, but she stepped outside her box and that shit is dope.
Right. And the thing is she entertains with like her words too. Like it's amazing how much she can hit emotion spot on with like her poetry basically.
Yeah, it is poetry. You guys have any questions for her?
What are you looking forward to do the upcoming year? I'm like after the festival, after all this.
In 2021, what are your plans?
In 2021, I was just thinking about this yesterday, so I'm glad you asked. Basically, I think it's a goal of mine to get another EP out by the summer of 2021, because my next EP it's gonna be great. Like I'm all for different projects telling kind of the same story. So how this one right now is Sad Bitch Diary. The next EP is going to be a diary, but I'm not gonna name what type yet.
Okay. Not sad bitch though.
No, it's not a sad bitch. And I kind of
you might be at a
hint.
different aspect, like level in your life, and then you talk about maybe some
happy bitch
shit.
diary.
Happy bitch diary.
Like just on the flip, we could.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm looking forward to creating that. I have an idea of what it already is gonna be, and I already have started working on songs for it too. And yeah, I kind of hint towards what it's gonna be too at the end of my EP that's coming out now, at the end of Sad Bitch Diary.
So it's basically an entire story inside of your album.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm gonna be working. That's the idea I want.
Okay.
Sauce, you have any questions?
Other than what's your favorite color?
That's a good question.
Yeah, my favorite color is purple.
Oh yes, a purple lover.
Gang.
Yeah, purple gang. Make it rain.
So I guess we're gonna watch her video, but right before we go into
No, we have a song by her.
a song by her. Okay, well, right before we go into the song, what is one random thing that you want like people to know about you? Like one random detail about you.
Yeah.
Wait, does it have to be like funny or have
No,
to do with
anything.
music?
It,
Oh,
it just
okay.
has to be
Weird.
extra random.
Anything.
Extra random.
Yeah.
Extra
Okay,
random.
okay.
Like you can, like I don't know, cut your hair with your toes. I
Oh,
don't know.
I got
Some-
you.
some-
No, I-
Please.
That is hella random.
Just-
Yeah, like that.
I know why.
And you reach around while doing the splits. That's all I know.
I will say, if you really, really want random, I have really tiny ears.
You do? Oh my God, she does.
You do got
Those
some-
are super baby ears. Jesus Christ.
You know what?
Hey, so you wear your hair down a lot?
Yeah.
So you always wear your hair down?
I mean, it's usually I do. So then, like the time that I wear my hair in a ponytail is always at least one person, like at school or work, who will be like, "Girl, you have really small ears." Oh man.
Is that
it's
your
so funny.
like main insecurity? Like, you know, everybody has like their like body
Something.
flaw that
Oh,
they hate about
okay.
themselves.
No, I love my small ears.
It's bigger. It's way better than having big ass like donkey
Dumbo
ears.
ears.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
Dumbo big
I
ears.
use it.
Yeah, I got
I
some homies that got some ears on them. I was like, they can hear everything.
yeah. That's funny. I'd say the only downfall of having these small ears is like I haven't been able to get the piercings that I wanted. Really, like I really wanted. I don't know. I just always thought that it would look too heavy on my ear because it's so small. But
No, you get the tiny ones. That's why they make the tiny ones. Just don't gauge your
I
ears.
could try.
Like,
it.
Well, yeah,
little
don't
ones
gauge
like-
it.
Don't
You
Yeah, like little ones that you say.
I've seen what
Just
happens
think
when
of,
someone with
like,
tiny
whatever you
and
would
small
see on a
ears.
baby. You know, like just
Yeah.
think about that
Yeah,
because you have like
okay.
baby
That
ears.
is
So
true. Oh,
whatever.
I never thought about that.
I mean,
I
maybe-
sure do, and I don't
It
know
would look
why.
cute. It would
All
look
the
cute.
rest of my siblings, their ears are perfectly normal. My ears at this point, they're the
Just
same.
just tell them y'all got big ears. And my shit's cute.
Did the elevation do that to y'all? You guys got big ears.
Y'all got big ears. I got
Oh,
normal
man.
size ears. That's how we could look at
Yeah,
it.
They're dealing with the elevation.
And where can people find you on platforms or
Mhm.
is all your music on all platforms or what?
So, okay, first you can find me on Instagram. I'm very active on that. It's at Natural Des with 2 S's, artist, no spaces in between. And then SoundCloud, right now I'm currently on SoundCloud. That's just Natural Des. I have a YouTube channel that I'm starting up. It's still in working progress is like the vision I have for it, but that is also Natural Des. And then December 10th, I will officially be on all platforms because I'm gonna distribute my first, yeah.
So we are going to go into her song, right, Maz?
Yes, we are going to go into the song "Sad Bitch Diary."
And we
right
will also
now.
have all her links on the Morning Roast Facebook webpage and on our webpage.
Yes.
And our webpage.
Here we go.
I remember the beginning of the end. I was scared even when things were great. Because of all the others, I stored my heart away, but I thought you were the one, thought I was finally safe. That then started the journey, writing my thoughts like little girl Des. It was an outlet for stress. You gave me access to something I didn't know I was desiring. But you took it away, said you were doing it for me. Now I'm left here crying, writing. Dear diary, I talk to you every single night. So bitch, do you have a clue of what I ain't doing right? Once again I found myself in this equation. How do my exes all end up with the same situation? Got 2 F's I struggle with, flaws and flags of red. I confuse which one I deal with, and love on both instead. Fell for a man who says he loves me, even though I know he's full of toxicity. And I don't care, I wanna fix mindset of a sad bitch. Love is my only wish, and I want him to feel it. Seems like everyone around has this shit down. Once lost, still lost, and I wanna be found. I've got a sad bitch's diary. I believe some things are meant to be.
They say good things will come to those who waiting. So how long do I keep waiting? Dear diary, when I'm done with you, I pray every single night. Why can't this time just go fucking right? As I write these tears falling on the page, these stupid signs of weakness got me filled with rage. How is love supposed to be simple, yet they call it complex? Man, it don't even feel right, calling this nigga my ex. Seems like everyone around has this shit down. Once lost, still lost, and I wanna be found. I've got a sad bitch's diary. I believe some things are meant to be. They say good things will come to those who waiting. So how long do I keep? I've got a sad bitch's diary. I believe some things are meant to be. So in the end I preach change and grow in yourself. Don't even take my own advice, I give to everybody else. My excuse is that I don't give up easy, and I don't want to lose someone who really needs me. He has problems I can't fix, and I carry the guilt for this, so I keep going. Keep going with the vision in sight. Reaching for the day that I prove myself right. Reaching for the day that's all based on a might be. These are the never-ending thoughts of a sad bitch's diary.
No, when I went to Hobby Lobby, whatever day I
Well,
told you
damn, that was a really good track. Yeah, you got a beautiful voice.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
And thank you for coming on. You can see her. We're not entirely sure what set you're gonna be on. Hopefully, we'll have you on Scarlet, along with me, Ace, and Jacob. We're definitely looking forward to seeing your performance. Out of anything, we're gonna check it out.
I'm looking forward to it.
So you're gonna be performing December 12th. You don't know the time in the stage yet, right?
I believe he said I'm gonna be in the 3 to 5 p.m.
Okay.
round.
So it might be the same one that y'all are on.
Yeah, I'm not sure what time we're on.
I'm not sure on my time.
I know it starts at like 12, right?
The festival starts from 12 and it goes all the way till 9-10 o'clock.
Oh, 12.
So it goes for a long time. Normally, well, yeah, the normal festival is like 2 days, but this one's only 1 day.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah. It's social distancing edition. Like.
It's gonna be crazy different.
I think it's gonna be different, but it's gonna be cool.
And then it's social distancing.
Yeah.
So, would you like to get into? Yes.
I have one more question for you. What song do you sing in the shower a cappella?
Oh my God, that's a good question.
I know, huh?
Yeah, probably. Well,
And can we get a sample?
Ooh, you gonna put her on the spot like that?
Yeah.
probably. I would say probably Halo by Beyonce.
Oh, that is my
to
favorite
be honest.
song.
I feel like it's such a classic.
Does that mean you're gonna hit that?
Can we
Oh, right now, I need water. I mean, I could do the beginning verse, but like
just a little sample.
the high notes. I need water right now, y'all.
Got him!
Anybody got a water bottle?
No, I got coffee.
I got tea.
That's okay. All right, I can try. I can do it right now, I guess.
Okay.
All right, let's hear this.
Remember those walls I built? Well, baby, they're tumbling down. They didn't even put up a fight. They didn't even make a sound. I found a way to let you in, but I never really had a doubt. Standing in the light of your halo, I got my angel now.
Yeah.
Thank
You got some
you.
pipes on you.
Thank you.
Digs it. Digs it.
Digs it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Encore.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for joining us. We've
We
got.
get an encore at the AZHHF Hip Hop festivals. Y'all can catch Destiny there. So y'all make sure and head out to the
Natural
Arizona
Natural
Dust.
Dust.
2 S's.
Yes, 2 S's. Make sure you catch her at the Arizona Hip Hop Festival.
Yes.
Thanks, guys.
And now we have you for at least a little bit more time. So why don't you join us for the Voice of the People?
Okay.
Ace, can you get into the Voice of the People?
Well,
He ready to let it out.
Oh God.
man, I'm like, I have 2 voices of people, but one's controversial, one's not. So let's go ahead and flip a fucking coin on this and just say, like, you might got a coin? You got a coin?
I don't got a
I
coin.
probably do.
This is 2020. We don't have coins.
Yeah.
You got a Bitcoin.
For the controversy one, I just have to say, it's something that us ladies need to just kind of listen. You know what I'm saying? No, like rebuttals and whatnot.
I'm like, basically, if it don't apply to you, don't go ahead and include yourself to it. You know what I mean?
And from what I'm understanding, it doesn't include females, so I guess we're just shutting the fuck
No,
up.
like we can comment, ask questions, but not like, you know what I mean?
All right,
gotta
back
listen.
to it. So
Back
we
to the
going
voice
with
of the
so. I'm on your ass about this bullshit. So we're gonna go ahead and do the. You know what I mean? This is for. I'm talking to the camera.
Oh.
So, you just holding the camera. You never.
I was like, what camera are you looking at?
He's coming after you.
I'm seeing cameras everywhere.
I'm on your ass. So the controversial one gonna be tails. This is some knowledge to kick. That's gonna be the heads.
So are you gonna flip this fucking
We're gonna do this
coin?
all old school. Drop it right on the table.
I can't even see it.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Get some knowledge.
So I'll give y'all some knowledge, okay?
Drop some knowledge one
Drop
time.
some knowledge. So the voice of the people is gonna be exactly gift buying. A lot of people don't know how to buy gifts for a lot of people. It's kind of fucked up, you know, like, cause do you ever hope that somebody gives you a gift like with a motherfucking receipt in that bitch, just in case?
That's where they're calling.
They had a thing called gift receipts. Okay, so I'm just saying, I'm like, I'm just like my daddy. People say I'm kind of fucked up about it, but everybody appreciates my gift. Sometimes you don't get it wrapped. I'll show up right to your house, open my wallet, and here you go. Here's some cash money. Merry Christmas, happy birthday, like that. Or I'll go ahead and buy a gift card, but I'll buy things that I know only you like, not for somebody else. You know, I'm like, you smoke trees, cool, bam, here's a sack. Oh, you drank a lot, bam, whatever. I'm like, that really is gonna make you smile, and that's even the small things that matters. My sister hit me up, she's like, brother, are you getting me these fucking fuzzy socks again? I know damn well, and I always buy them just these fuzzy socks.
What's wrong with fuzzy socks?
But the thing is that they ask for them and they cherish those. So in my mind,
you buy them in bulk.
It's my duty to buy that shit. You know what I mean? And so if I buy anything else, it's like unacceptable. I don't want to buy them something that I feel that they want. But I don't know how y'all buy gifts. You know, you try to like guess. I don't guess. No, you gotta tell me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I've got to
give me a
definitely
fucking
know
list.
what the
I'm not gonna
fuck.
try.
I will send you on my list, okay?
Hey, your list is probably
Yeah,
expensive.
send me the list for the cover items, and I'm gonna try to get 2 out of the 3. You know what I mean?
Sending out lists later, guys. Sending out lists later.
Send me a
Sending
list.
out.
Everybody make sure and send Ace the Biz.
Well, we're supposed to do a white elephant, aren't we?
We
I don't know. Are we?
We are.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know. We got high and talked about it
And
one
then when I
time.
do the white elephant, I gotta think who's all in the room and what majority of the people like. So
Try to find the common
because-
denominator.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I know all of y'all like trees except, not you, Sauce. Okay, everybody else.
Sure. Some like trees too. We just
Got
get
it!
from smoking.
I just like to admire the image of the tree.
There you go. You're enjoying those new buttons
Yeah.
way too
Loving
much.
them.
I'm gonna try and save up money so I can get my own sound rate, just so I can combat his.
Oh, that'd be dope. Just back and forth.
Nope.
Fuck you, dude. But I love you anyway, bro.
you, bro.
Got him!
What is wrong, bro?
Anyways.
So what's the flip side of the coin then?
I'm like, I kind of want to get over here everybody else's, then I'll flip it, you know?
Oh, okay.
So what are you talking about?
I'm like, do you really want me to flip it? Like, no, like, that's what you...
I'm so short today.
Maybe because my chair might be a little high.
Maybe that's
I don't know. Oh, there we go.
I'm like, how do y'all buy gifts?
Okay. Sauce, start with you.
Unfortunately, I'm the type that tries to figure out what the fuck everyone likes in the past and just go based off of that.
Stop it.
That's pretty much how it is with me. At this point, I pretty much know what to get for my parents. My mother, she pretty much told me what she wants. She wants a box of See's candies. Can't go wrong with that. Can't. Really
So wait, does she ask you for that, or is that what she's expecting from you?
No, she pretty much told me.
That's what she
She
wants.
didn't ask me. She just told me.
She's like, Mariano, I just want some candy.
Mariano.
How did she say?
Boy.
Did he do the hand too?
Mariano, I just want some candy.
Sorry,
After this show, it's gonna be me and you. It's gonna be me and you on Destiny 2. I'm calling your ass out.
Got him!
And peas and peppers, so.
Oh my god.
I have an Italian name, but goddamn it, my family's not that Italian. Shit.
Hey, nothing's wrong with that. I'm black and Italian, so nothing's wrong with that. Italian.
He said, "Go on." Please say more.
Hey, Sauce is just like, he had the burn man. He's like, oh, here.
Wait, is that why we call you Sauce? Because you're half Italian?
He's like
No,
saucy.
it was an early episode where something about a marinara sauce involving my name and my family, and one thing led to another. I just donned the name the sauce.
That's how you get real nicknames. Somebody just given to you. So.
Yep. But what was I saying? So for my mom, she told me, I was like, Mariano, here's what I want for Christmas. All I want is just a box of See's candies. I'm fine.
See, I told you that's what she said.
She doesn't go that. Mariano, no, she doesn't do any of that bullshit.
Mariano.
Like, so I know.
Some Godfather shit.
I mean,
you did the wrist, bro.
This ain't a motherfucking mafia or some shit like that.
I could only use the accent if I did it.
So for my mother, it's chocolates. My dad, it's gonna be whiskey.
Oh, that's nice. What kind of whiskey?
Crown Royal. Nothing too.
Good
nothing
shit.
Too
Good shit.
Crown Royal. Just a plain Crown Royal.
That's the good shit.
He's
OG.
more.
Yep.
He's like that.
Yes.
As for my sister, I'm gonna get her some puppy supplies because she actually found an abandoned German Shepherd mixed pup, 5 months old. This happened like after our little photo shoot or whatever. Came home. Bathtub was dirty as hell. They told me a story, so I'm getting some puppy supplies.
Oh, this just happened last night.
Yeah, last night.
Wow.
Oh, okay. I put me in the frame. No, and that's pretty much it. My other sister, she's out of state, so if I get something, it'll take forever to be sent over to her.
Yeah.
As for me, I'm definitely getting me something. I'm gonna get me a drive for my PS4, and I'm gonna get me.
He's like, I'm gonna get myself shit.
Oh yeah. Next year.
I'm like, you gotta buy yourself.
Self-care.
I already got my girlfriend covered.
Self-care.
I did too. I gave myself my early gift.
But next year, I'm just gonna go all out. It's gonna be all me.
All me.
I'm gonna be greedy for a change.
Should I fuck everybody just?
So 2021 is to be about the sauce.
Yeah,
the sauce.
About the sauce.
The
And I'll even put a picture on Instagram with me in a big ass jar of sauce just to prove the point.
And he's gonna
We
be
should
going
do a
like
photo
this.
shoot with you in a bathtub full of
Sauce.
marinara.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's
Val.
Val wants to see you in a bathtub of marinara.
Hey, did you see the head bob?
Wow.
In a bath of marinara. Hey, she's like,
I didn't mean it like that, guys.
She over here like, wait, with breadsticks and shit, nigga, she like, nigga.
Got him!
Yes, she did.
Wow, are you?
Yeah.
I didn't know you want the spicy meatballs. Yeah, I didn't know.
She got spicy meatball and sausage.
He's got the sauce.
Wait, can we edit this?
Nope. You want some? You want to know a thing or two about the sauce, huh? Oh, okay.
Anyway.
She above here, she in the background.
Oh, God, I didn't mean it like that.
Just
Wait,
doing that
let me
bird
take
man.
that one back. Way back.
I'ma get that. Gonna get that sauce.
She want to see ragu dripping all over your.
Oh my God, it's wrong with this one. He's like, yeah.
He's like, yeah.
I know you want this lasagna. I know you want this lasagna.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
It's my turn. I'm trying to get to it. I don't know.
Yeah.
If y'all are done. Yeah.
Hey.
Anyways, what kind of gifts do you send, Tiana? So my gift giving style. If we're done, I don't know.
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah,
We're way done. We're done.
You got it out now?
Yeah.
Okay, go
Dripping
ahead.
sauce all over.
Got him!
Don't get no. Anywho,
Buzz, shut up.
don't even do it, Muzzy.
Shut up.
Because he said he was gonna do it with the jar sauce. I don't know. I thought about like those milk baths. No. I used to know.
Yes, but
That's what came to my mind. Not that.
You said it. That's it came out.
That is not what I meant.
that's what she meant. But anyway,
Anyways, Tiana, you said something about style or
I
something?
forgot what we were talking about.
What kind of gifts are you sending out to those who care?
So yes, I like lists. Please tell me what you want or an idea of what you want. No, be very specific. Like most people in my life are very specific. My kids are very specific, so I'm just like, give me a list and I'll buy that shit. But sometimes I do like to be a little personalized too. Like sometimes I'll see something that I know for a fact, like, oh, I know they'll like that. You know, like
Kind of like that rare
Like it
item
fits
you
their
find.
style or
Yes.
what they collect or
Yep.
something like that.
exactly.
I have a question for you, Tiana. When you say I get like a list, okay? So is that like personal, like your kids, mom, sister, they already know to give you this list, or do you kind of?
I asked for it.
You ask for it. That's what I'm saying. Like, do I just like hand you a list? Like, here, Tiana, that's what I want. Like, or do you have to ask me for this list? You know what I mean? Like, because then you don't wanna. And then
That's a
like,
good point.
how do you know what to put on this? I wouldn't be able to give somebody a list of what I want. Like, that's hard for me.
So with
That's
that,
because you want a lot of shit.
you want it all. Brand
no,
new
it's not
socks
that.
and bras.
It's just kind of like.
I'm like, it
Of
depends.
course, I want it all, but.
I'm like, there's certain. I'm like, people should be like, kind of like.
It starts
Smart.
with low, medium, high.
You should know like certain levels of importance that you got to be.
Well,
somebody's
yeah,
life.
yeah.
You can't ask your best friend. I'm like, unless y'all a whole bunch of ballers and shit like
Right.
that,
Yeah.
like some like baller shit. I'm like, that's something that like your man or your girl will go get you, or somebody, you know. Don't come at me, hey homie. I know we cool and all, but hey, that
I
new
get that.
PS5 is
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, like, boy, like, who the fuck? Like, Nah, but like, you know what I mean, y'all baseball players and shit, y'all buy each other like Rolexes and shit. That's normal. Y'all do shit like that. But like,
Stay in your lane.
Stay in your mother.
you know, and I'm like, some people know they
I
lame.
listen.
So you should start off with little things that you like. You know what I'm saying? Like I would say like stocking stuffer type stuff. It's like, you know, 5, 10,
Yeah, friends
20
get stocking
bucks.
stuffers. I'm sorry. I'm like,
Hey, but fuzzy socks are cool.
I'm like, you get.
You know?
Hey, stocking stuffers are the best.
They
gift.
are.
I like
Glasses
stuffing.
and things.
Stuffing.
Friends only get 2 things out of me: is weed and alcohol. I'm sorry.
Well, that's a hey.
Hey.
Who would turn that
Can you
down?
get me a bottle then?
Hey!
Hey! Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
I really care. So we're gonna have some.
Hold
good
on.
meeting
Wait,
times
wait,
around
Ace.
this sack and
Ace, but do I get a gift receipt with that?
oh no.
No, not with a bottle.
I'm
What?
just joking because you said you haven't seen the
Hey, but one thing I do, I don't
That
get
goes
nobody
back
returns
to-
my shit because you finna use that right now.
Nope. We're like, nobody's doing it. I have to take that back to the store.
pop that right now.
You're gonna drink that shit right now in front of me.
Bill's watching us live. What's up,
Joseph,
Bill?
What up, Bill?
Bills.
What
I
up,
was gonna give a shout out.
Bill knows I'll pull up like, hey.
So,
bottle of Hennessy for you, my brother. Happy birthday.
So, Natural Deaths, what would you choose for giving people gifts?
Well, this year I'm actually trying to do where I give each person one thing that they have legit asked for, and then get them another thing that they weren't expecting. So like, yeah, like my mom. Oh wait, no, I don't know if she's listening. I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to do this year. It's like one thing they would want.
One that you could say, but not the name. Just kind of like just say what you gonna finna do.
Let's see. Yeah, like I know somebody who has a certain technology on their list. So like I'm gonna get them that, and that'll be like it. Cause I feel like with them, they're like, oh, they got me that, so check. Like they're done giving me something, but I want to like add a kind of a on topper, like that they wouldn't expect. So like I'm getting them. They wear something every day, and I'm getting them a thing to like put on it.
Things to put on it.
Yeah. And for the people listening, that's awkward because I was like showing them so that without having to say it. But you're probably like, what
Hint,
the heck is she saying?
Hint, cough, cough.
It just, if that person listens, like,
So her collarbone? She's giving her collarbone? What?
I'm getting a new collarbone.
A new collarbone. That's a great gift.
Great present. People would die for a new collarbone.
Oh my God.
How about you, Val?
I listen throughout the year. I pay attention to like those around me, especially like my kids, my moms, people personal in my life, and I just give them gifts that I feel are meaningful or what is to them, especially like with friends. Like if I know what my friends are into, like I know what they like, like for example, like we know that Sauce likes marinara. I'd give him John marinara sauce.
He likes the spicy meatballs.
He likes spicy meatballs. I give him no ground meat.
He's like, whatever.
He's like,
Ace likes the cheese. I'd probably like give him something like that. You know what I mean? I just kind of like, do things like that where I pay attention to what interests people, and that's how I give my
do
gifts.
the same thing.
Very observant.
Yes.
Very observant.
And my kids is kind of like, my kids are older already to the point where it's just like, they're asked for specific things, like, like my son this year, he asked for a monitor, you know what I mean? So that's what he got, or my daughter asks for money, and then, it's kind of like that. Mm-hmm. And then I'll just give him a meaningful gift. Mm-hmm. And you, Muzz?
See, I'm the kind of person with a list, too. Like, I don't like getting people things that they aren't going to use because it's like, what the fuck's the point of me getting you a can opener if you're not going to use it in the person?
But what if they really need one?
Straight up.
You get that.
I looked through your drawers. You needed a can opener, and you're not even using it.
Old school when you open up that fucking bread
they
maker,
just
like what the bread? Well, I had to.
Shit was hilarious. I know. Anyway.
And you start re-gifting it, and it's just, it's all bad.
Oh, wait, I can't see your face.
Like,
Shit.
damn, didn't I give this to you 2 years ago? Like,
Yes. Damn.
I was like, what made you think of me? Like, what, you see the can opener?
Yep. This
I remember that one
motherfucker.
time they came by, tried to open up that tuna, and it couldn't open right. And so when I went by the IKEA, I was like, oh my God, Muzzy.
The guy needs a can opener.
This is actually a true story in our household. No joke. We just bought an electric can opener. I know it's a sidebar, but like we went through so many fucking can openers. But anyway.
You went through so many can openers, like I went through so many hair buzzards.
See, you guys would be grateful then.
Yes, I would. Yes.
Oh, bottom clippers, bro. He's like, don't fuck you.
Are you trying to tell me I need a haircut?
But
I'll be like, listen, what do you want for the year?
And
like for some people it's super easy. Some people they already have a lot of shit, so they really don't want anything. So it's more difficult. Then you gotta like constantly like I'm a person. I'll be on somebody's ass. I'll be like, all right, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? I don't want to get you something and you not want it. Like, what do you want?
Knowing you, Muzz, I think your way of saying I'm getting on that, and so what do you want? I think it's just you putting that person down to the ground, punching them. It's like, tell me what you want.
What do you want?
What do you want for Christmas? Tell me.
I'm Santa Claus.
Don't say I don't know.
I think
Ho,
the only
ho,
one
ho,
I ever do ask
motherfucker.
that question to is my mom, because like my mom's like, isn't like, aren't moms always the ones that have everything already? It's like, what do you get them?
Yeah.
What do you get your
I
parents?
don't
I
ever
never
know
know
what to get my mom.
Like,
Yeah.
I love my mom so much. I just never know what the fuck to get her. Like,
And then you just end up giving them money because like that's just
My mom.
you don't know.
She's pretty easy. She has repetitive things. Like she has a certain perfume that she likes, and every year around this time she'll run out. You know what I mean?
Like my pops like Star Wars shit. So like every here and there I'll get him Star Wars shit, but like I'm pretty sure every year getting something Star Wars is kind of like bland.
Hey, Baby Yoda's a new thing.
Oh my
God, son of a baby
Yeah.
Because I remember for a while, like every year we would get my mom a purse, and she was just like, yeah, I'm tired.
My mom just doesn't really have taste. She has everything she wants, so it's like
oh, purse.
Yeah.
So like with the other $8.
It's Louis Vuitton again.
I have like 4 of these.
That's funny. That's how my dad is with freaking Chicago Bears ornaments. I don't know. My mom, she just thought it was a good idea. Yes.
Specifically just
For my yeah.
So how many ornaments does he have of the Chicago Bears?
Well, I mean, actually, no, let me correct myself. It's not just ornaments. It actually is just, it's always something Chicago Bears. So, like, a jersey.
That's what I said.
an
Okay.
ornament.
That's why
Yeah, I was like, that's very specific.
Specifically ornaments.
Damn.
I think I said that because she does
only
do
wants
that
to see
for
him
us
once a
kids.
year.
Like, every year she does give us an ornament, and she does that because then when we move out and start our own, like, Christmas tree, we'll already have an ornament collection.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's nice.
she's cute, but no, that's how my dad is with like Chicago Bears stuff. This year, he actually, I could peep. He was like hinting, like, I don't want another Chicago Bears thing.
He's like, see, that's what I'm telling you. Like after a while, it's like
I completely
bland.
understand. That motherfucker was bad, bro.
Oh man,
like-
it's so sad having to be a Bears fan, but like,
if you're a Bears fan, you just
Man.
wanna-
you have to. I mean, it's like it's almost.
so
It's
bad.
so shameful, but like when you're born in Chicago, it's like you just have to take it.
Yeah.
You're by blood. You gotta, along with the Bulls.
That's
I mean,
kind of like Texas with the Cowboys, but
yeah,
bad.
yeah, terrible.
This just drove y'all so.
No, it's I
Enjoy
like to
yourself.
watch my family
Yeah,
watch the
I
games.
didn't know what to do for
because
that one.
They're comedy. They get so mad, even though I'm like, why are y'all surprised? Like at this point, it's the same turnout but they still watch it every weekend and get mad at the TV and say the same things.
it's kind of like with the Cowboys. Like I'll sit there with my family, and every year, like they fucking suck. They just, I'm like, isn't that what we said that last year? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they make it. They're always like, this year they're doing this. I'm like, they did it last year too.
Shit, you gotta be. That's what being a loyal fan is. I'm like, shit. The Bears were the shit at one point. Like a couple times in my
Man.
lifetime, the Bears were the shit. I'm like, the Chiefs barely got. Like we barely just got good. Like you've been sucking for like the last like 15 fucking years since like '96. Like, but yeah, now we doing this shit. Like, Chiefs is motherfuckers.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So
Oh.
you have another part to Voice of the People.
Yeah.
Okay,
what's
so
your other
yeah,
part of the voice of the people?
to the what's the people. So I'm like on the one on the ad.
Thank you.
Well, I'm on your ass about. I'm like, there's certain shit that a lot of niggas hate. This is just like voice of the men that be telling me like, why do girls do shit like this? And a lot of shit has like the biggest motherfucking thing that Cat Williams said. Self-esteem. Like, what the fuck did a nigga do to you to fuck up yourself? Like, how does it feel about you? Like, you can't put that energy on some other motherfucker. Like, because these niggas actually got some feelings too. Like, they came from some.
And if they think you're
broken
beautiful,
ass,
you're
you know,
beautiful as fuck too.
You know what I mean? I'm like, he's on you. Like, he's very interested in you despite the bullshit that he went through. Just like you went through some fuck shit. That's why I'm like, You cannot have an ex and not gone through some fuck shit.
And
That's
even
the whole
if
reason why they
you
exes
guys
in the
got
first
together,
place.
there was some sort of attraction there in the first place
So
to
I'm like,
even
there ain't
pursue
I'm like,
anything more.
I'm like, I think it's dumb as fuck. Like, what I've heard about a lot of cats is that there's a earning process. Like what the fuck do I gotta like earn the pussy? Like that's like it's a now if it's that case, now I have no choice but to treat you like on a trophy. You know that you're just something good to look at. Like I don't have nothing good to like.
It starts with the mission objective, because a lot of girls these days would be like, okay, I actually saw this skit on Family Guy. you may have seen it where this girl was like you want to go out or like on a date out, or it was like, okay, here's the first 3 digits of my phone number, email me, and she walks out the door.
Yeah, I seen a movie with that crap in it too.
I was like, and I'm like, so it gets confusing. I'm like, one thing that you got to realize, like. Just like y'all say, I hear this all the time from women, and y'all don't hear yourself when you say, niggas is so stupid. Yes, we are. Like, what the fuck? Though? Like, don't you like say that shit back to yourself and really register that shit? So when y'all go out here and y'all want to play these little games and want to give this little hint, but you just said a nigga's stupid. How the fuck is this stupid nigga supposed to understand your little hint in this? Like, he's stupid. Don't you realize that? Like, so
you just said he was stupid. Apparently he was stupid.
I'm like, this nigga could be a little bit smart if you just led him in the right direction.
After a while, you realize, man.
So I'm like, when
he's
niggas
stupid.
out here getting ghosted up over here, like we gotta figure out all type of shit, and we stupid. Like just imagine your stupid ass in the class, like you're like talking to the teacher and like trying to figure out a math problem. And then the teacher's like, nigga, figure it out. This motherfucker did. Like, how would you feel? Like, no, I'm really ignorant to the fact. I'm like, and it's real. It's just like y'all emotional too. Like, men have to be emotional just because that's the persona they take on. So it don't mean that they ain't got feelings either. Mm-hmm. So you want a motherfucker to feel you, but you don't gotta feel them and earn.
It's beneficial.
Shit.
It's mutual.
I'm like, and this is what I always think. Match. What I mean by match is your background. So don't look at say like because a lot of people like, oh, that little ugly ass nigga then slid on me, but that nigga's actually in your ballpark. Like I'm like, but hear what I'm talking about. So that he actually has what you're looking for in a man. Like he's respectable. I'm like, he has a job, crib, all his own shit together. But then you see this other little trash bag, but he looks good.
Girl, he's fine.
But he ain't got nothing for you. And then you want to think that now this nigga is basically, we call these Build-A-Bears. Look for niggas that you're trying to go ahead and put into a cat like exactly the vision. He's here, but now this nigga who's completely not capable of this shit has to be that. So it's like when you go into these motherfucking whatever you fuck with, if you see a nigga that's already a little player type shit, accept that shit. All you had to do, if you just shut the fuck up and ride along his player ways, y'all would have a great relationship.
What?
But what? I'm like just saying, like.
Wait, I think you lost me.
I'm like, okay, so you know, I'm like, you should, the type of person that you finna fuck with.
Let's say he's just. I see what you're saying now. It clicked in my head. I see what you're saying.
So saying that you see, I'm like, you see this one time about when you try to go ahead and these Build-A-Bear, niggas that you try to go ahead and
that are dependent.
Completely incapable of doing something. So you slide
They're
on some
dependent.
dude, and then he's naturally like a little bit a player, and you want this dude to be faithful and all that shit.
Don't
like,
expect setting expectations are gonna get you disappointed.
Because y'all had a really good relationship.
He's basically saying don't set expectations.
Don't
Expectations get you disappointed.
Just let this guy do what the fuck he do, because he's never gonna be that. But if you just go ahead and find a dude that's exactly
already
what you
like
asked
that,
for, that's already like that, those expectations would be
But
set.
at the same time, nobody's exactly perfect. So everybody's gonna have flaws, regardless. Everybody's got flaws. But like, find a dude that's exactly in your realm and area, even if it's in different schemes than you would actually believe.
If you're like a conceited type girl, cool. Get you a conceited type nigga so you can go ahead and match together. If you're a business oriented woman, you need a business oriented man to go ahead. Y'all drive y'all ship together. You know what I mean? If y'all just two stupid motherfuckers motherfuckers that just like to go ahead and do a whole lot of nothing. Cool, but just be like-minded.
Yeah.
You know
but I feel like it doesn't work out that way a lot because opposites attract. It's like the opposites literally.
Well,
I feel like two conceited people.
Like, be smart about
don't attract. It's just that's the one that you physically look and you're looking.
That's lust.
That's
you
love
you
from your loin.
But we are talking about the voice of the men. So there was a comment from Eric Friesman says. The heart wants what the heart wants. Can't make yourself like someone just because they have the things you need.
Correct.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
what
cool.
you want isn't always what you need.
I'm like the heart. The heart is one thing, but the heart is also retarded at the same time. Because I'm like, it's true. I'm like, don't tell me that you haven't been in love with somebody that is for sure toxic.
Oh yes.
All right then. So don't tell me that. Oh, the heart wants what the heart wants. No, I'm like, there has one thing that when you're an adult, logic has to kick in at some point.
Logic and intuition.
So that shit that you did before, you don't want to go fall into that same dumb shit again. So now you're here with your mind instead of looking from your loin and your heart. Like, I love a lot of people, but then after all those mistakes, you can't believe that somebody's finna.
He said you are right. The heart is retarded.
It is.
Just if I put it in that, I'm like,
yeah.
So basically, also like if you know, like, okay, this is what I'm attracted to. Just don't have expectations. Be prepared to. Like, if you see how they are, but this is what you want anyway, don't have those expectations to break your own heart, because that's what it is. Like, you got to kind of accept that person for who they are if that's who you want.
Don't gloss over the flaws. Don't ever gloss over the flaws.
He said you're telling women to use logic instead of emotions.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
It is a tough hurdle. It is a tough hurdle, but hey, ladies, you gotta use your intuition too. You gotta use your intuition.
I feel like as you get older, you do.
It kicks in as you get older.
It does.
I do feel that a lot of women. It kind of goes back to like what you said when you talked about staying in your lane. I do think that a lot of women try to date outside of their lane. You know what I'm saying? They try to date men that, no, bro.
Like, oh, he's so attractive, but he's not good for you.
I'm not saying like don't listen to this as a physical thing, like a superficial, like outside, like oh that nigga is way too fine for you or some shit like that. Not that. I'm talking about actually inside of a person. So always give like whoever the fuck you want to like. The first initial when you see anybody, you have to be attracted to them, of course. So yeah, you do the exterior, but start diving into the interior. But you already know, like, have some expectation for yourself. And that's why we also say the number one thing is your self-esteem. If you had your fucking self-esteem built up, you wouldn't be questioning yourself what type of nigga you really need.
Yeah. It's like knowing your worth, basically.
Absolutely. Work on yourself, self-love, know your worth.
Work on you.
I'm like, and then a couple guys say some shit about a physical thing. My one thing that I absolutely hate about women physically is your goddamn eyebrows. Why do y'all do the shit that y'all do with y'all eyebrows?
What, when you shave them off?
No, yours are straight.
Look, flip the camera. Flip the camera. Show the look.
Nice brows.
Look, you see these ladies?
I want to get
nice. Look at those eyebrows. Those are nice fucking eyebrows. That's surprise shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Where they shave off their eyebrows?
I have a confession. I had those at one point. It was bad.
Why?
Somebody had to really tell me that looks like shit. Stop doing that.
Yeah. This is.
Is it rude to tell a friend that?
No. You need to tell anybody that.
She changed my life when she told me.
You need to tell people that if they're shaving off their eyebrows just to carve them on. Tell them.
I've been seeing some eyebrows and like on some people, and I'm just like, am I being a friend if I say something?
You are being a friend.
I'm like, you're not being a friend. If that's the person that you talk to, and I'm like, why are you letting your girl go out there? I'm like, look, because I know damn well, I'm like, why do women co-sign other women to do dumb shit like when I mean like this? you know that outfit definitely is not fit for your girl to wear, but she be like, oh girl, that's fine. And then as soon as she walks away, as soon as you get to cooking her, like, why did you do that to your friend that way? I
think the key word is you gotta say, why do some women? Because I will not say, because I feel like the women who do that, that's messy. That's messy women.
It's like they like to
go
see that.
go get your brows waxed and plucked and shit like that. Make them look nice.
Or like the outfit, or sometimes when
shave them off.
People be letting their girls
do that with each other. Like if your homeboy shows, say you're going out to the club with one of your homeboys and he shows up wearing some like.
If he had a unibrow, I'd tell him to fucking leave.
I'm talking about like just gear.
I'm gonna tell you, the only way a man is gonna compliment another man on his shit, you have to have some dope, like limited edition kicks or some shit, and we gonna be like, damn, homie, you finna kill all these bitches tonight with them motherfuckers. When you got them live. But if you got anything just basic on, like, men, we just cook you for like just to cook you. Like there's no way in hell that we gonna let one of the homies go out there and be like, boy, get you. Yeah, outfit you got on, you gonna drop my pussy right tonight looking like that.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying, like, have you ever had a homeboy like you're getting ready to go to the club, going out, whatever, or a party or a show, and when your homeboy shows up and like in your head you're like, oh my god, what the fuck is he wearing? Or
as soon as he gets there, what are those? Yeah. What the fuck did you have on? Like we gonna make you feel like if we at the club and we find
you're roasted all night.
We're cooking you in the fucking line so everybody else can hear you. So
we don't hold back when it comes to our homeboys compared to the females. We'll be like, yo, you need to change that.
Oh girl, that's cute. And you.
If we said what we said to you, if we said what we say to each other, what we say to you guys would end up like being like very upset.
Like really.
Oh my god, that's the worst. Especially that's the worst to be called out by the opposite sex. It's like, damn woman, how many frijoles did you eat to fit in that dress?
Be over there looking like a bus can of biscuits and that shit. You know, goddamn well that dress ain't free.
It's true though.
I'm like, shit, these women are sexy.
My mom, she likes to say, just because they make it in your size don't mean you have to wear it.
Absolutely. And that was... This goes for men and women.
Got it!
This goes for men and women. That one size fits all. It's not a one size fits all.
It's a lie. Yeah. It's a web of lies all over your face.
But like he said, not that big women aren't sexy. Mm-hmm. Women are sexy in all sizes.
Women are sexy in all sizes.
Please wear what is appropriate and
some shit does not fit you, and it is okay.
I don't know
take these lessons. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say it's hard though. Like in 2020, I feel like you have to be careful saying stuff like that because people will be like, "Well, this is what
that's
makes
Karen.
me confident.
We don't care about Karen.
So boom. I'm aware. It's like that's cool. Do it. But
this
Lizzo, like Lizzo. What do you think about Lizzo?
You could wear whatever the fuck you want, but do not get mad when I'm out there cooking you. Like,
because I'm not. Some women are like, whatever. I don't care what you say.
You're getting straight sauteed, pan fried, barbecue.
Oh well, she felt like wearing it.
You felt like wearing that? I'm on your ass. I'm like, sorry, and I think I have the right to be on your ass because
one, you're in public.
You're in public. You decided to don't ever make anything public, but my thing is be a little bit more observant. Be a little bit more understanding, and a lot of men and women go get together because at the end of the day, we are all human beings. So whatever this nigga is going through, you probably whatever you're going through, he's going through the same shit. He probably had a fucked up relationship, probably had a fucked up past, crazy ass upbringing. Probably don't even know how to. Probably from the hood, don't even know how to treat a woman. Don't you realize most of these motherfuckers don't even have like dads. Like, how many homies you know that actually have a father? Like, so where the fuck were they actually supposed to learn how to treat a woman? And you was running around all these knuckleheads, but they all just grew up around a woman. Just know how to be nice to your mama, but don't know how to talk to a woman.
True.
So I'm like, just give a guy a chance. Give yourself a chance and observe all them red flags so you can both make a clean exit if shit goes fucked up.
Well,
if you have that friend that tells you that red flag that you ain't seen, take that into consideration.
Oh yeah,
At least
facts. Yeah. My golden rule is if you have 3, but it has to be from the source. Like, so say you go up over to you're introducing your guy to your mom for the first time. Your mom's like, I don't like that nigga. Then you have one of your girls that's kind of like a little hater or some shit like that. Yeah. But like, ooh, she's not a good source to go ahead.
Yeah, you can't have a hater.
But then if you have 3 good sources, cut it. Like, there's something about them. Consider your sources. Right.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Natural Des. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
We'll see you on stage live.
Yes.
Can't wait to see you kill that shit.
Next weekend.
Yes.
All right. Awesome.
Thank you so much. We're going to get into a track real quick. Rock and Roll by West Coast Grizz. And go on break. Let's get it.
Say she grown up, got me waiting on you. We stay on the road now, other is hating on you. You got that way that you live, can't nobody tell you shit. Linking up in Miami, you and all them bad. Now you got me on the run. There's a gun in the dash, please shoot if you have to. Been there for so long, don't know what's real more. Sex, drugs, rock and roll, knock you down, dominoes. It won't keep you, leave if you need to. She said, will you ride for me? Blessed if you die for me. Got me Kurt Cobain, I'm spinning now. She love it on the side of town. White girl for the red girl. Baby, don't you love me now? You say that you full grown, don't give a about a tombstone. Is this really the life you want? Understand this is a dark road, and now you got me on the run. There's a gun in the dash, please shoot if you have to. Been there for so long, don't know what's real more. Sex, drugs, rock and roll, knock you down, dominoes. It won't keep you, leave if you need to. She said, will you ride for me? Blessed if you die for me.
And we are back. It's the Morning Roast, Arizona Hip Hop Festival 7 edition. We have our next guest with us today. Not do we only have one guest, not only do we have 2 guests, but we have 3 guests today. So our second guest is Mr. Choices.
Yes, sir.
How you doing today, sir?
Fantastic, blessed, man.
Thank you for joining us on the show.
Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah, definitely. Can you tell us a little bit about your career and how you started?
Well, both of my parents made music my whole life, so they did the whole underground music. My dad's a rapper, my mom's a singer, traveled the United States. So just
Did
watching
your mom
them
do R&B or
R&B, gospel in the church, you know. Just music's always been in the family. So,
okay.
You know, as a young boy, wanted to be like your father. You know, I just picked up the pen and started writing when he was always. We lived with our grandma actually, so every time they were on the road, we stayed with the grandma. And every time they came back, I'd be like, Dad, look, here goes my music, just to try to be like him, you know what I mean, show him. So nobody really taught me. I really just picked it up and really been making music since I was 8. I'm 25 now, so been doing it for a while now. So that's pretty much how I got into it. So it's always been around the family. So.
Are you originally from Arizona?
No, I'm from West Covina, California, actually. But I moved out here when I was 11, so you could say I was raised in Arizona, I guess.
Okay.
And what part of Arizona were you raised in? Like Chandler? Like what part?
East Arizona, so I grew up in Cream Creek, Arizona.
Oh,
so yeah, so there's nothing out there pretty much. It's building right now, so it's they're supposed to put like I believe a Six Flags out there in Casa Grande or something like that. So
that would be some shit.
Yeah, it's supposed to
have a theme park.
Right.
I mean, that would bring up the revenue of Casa Grande. Right. Are you living out there now?
I live in Cream Creek right now.
Oh, okay.
And they say that's supposed to be the next Scottsdale as far as how expensive.
I don't doubt it.
So you want to ask him the famous question, Tina?
Yes. What sign are you?
Oh, okay. No, I'm really heavy into that too.
I can see.
So yeah, I'm actually a Leo, so I just turned 25.
Your hair matches.
Oh, good shit.
Yeah,
good shit.
Yeah, thank you. Really appreciate it. Nice. My father's actually a Leo too, so I was born under a Leo. So I heard that means you're like a true Leo or whatnot. So.
He's a true blood. He ain't no muggle.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Like Simba and his dad.
Right.
Simba.
Actually, my favorite movie is Lion King growing up.
Oh, no shit?
Yeah.
That's some shit.
Yeah.
Shocking.
At the same time.
Right. So, what about you guys in here? So.
Well, what are some projects you have coming up?
I just dropped a project in September, Burning Desire. So that features Sincerely Collins, my homeboy from the Virgin Islands. His name is JoJo Identity. And then my little brother actually makes music too, Willie Valentine. He's on Spotify and all that as well. So just a couple people on the project. I just released it. Just released a music video for the single Drip featuring Sincerely Collins on YouTube. So
yeah, we're going to actually tune into that today.
Yeah, that's what I'm pretty much promoting right now. I am working on my second EP, but that's gonna come out later in the spring. So I don't want to get too much into that, but focus on the Burning Desire. So
what's your plans for 2021?
Just to do more radio interviews. This is actually my first radio interview right now. So
oh, good shit. Well, I'm honored to have you as your first.
This more, exposure, getting out there. I've been making music and writing music forever, but just basically my first time actually getting out there for like about 2-3 years, putting myself out there.
Good shit. Promotion's well needed after a while.
Yeah, right. So I'm learning that as I go. So I'm just trying to get more exposure, get more connected with the Arizona family out here. So.
So we'll start with Muzz and go around the table, and everybody will ask you one question to help you, build up your radio confidence.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, wait, I'm asking a question.
Oh, shit. Well, see, I already asked my one question.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
Shit, that was on the spot. I've already asked a few questions. So.
Okay, so with this whole COVID-19 and all that shit going on, being in quarantine, as an artist, how has this affected you and your chosen career? Has there, or rather, what are the ups and downs while under quarantine being an artist?
Well, I would say the down part is shows, right? So
yeah,
we haven't been able to do shows or anything like that, and that's a big part of it, promoting your music. I've probably performed since, this would be the first performance since probably like a year and a half. So I'm itching to get back on stage. I'm sure a lot of other artists are too. So people are at home, so people are listening to music, So I got a lot more followers now than I probably would if the world was still moving, because people move fast. So especially in the music industry, everything's so fast paced. So they might not see you, you might get overlooked, But people are at home taking the time to actually listen and look for new music, you know. So that's been about enough for that.
Do you still believe in the concept of CDs over digital, or do you?
No, I would say digital is taking over. I don't think I've ever seen a CD in like the longest time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some people, some people do CDs still. So.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Well, more power to them. I mean,
yeah.
Like not knocking it, whatever works.
CD.
Yeah.
Don't let them have your CD.
I feel at this age, CDs are more of that thing to hand out.
I don't
and
even
shit
think
like
cars
that.
have CD players anymore, do they?
Yeah.
Like when I have people approach me and they give me like, here, take a listen to this. Like, how?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So what would you prefer
Where do
for
I
giving
put
out your
this?
content?
Platforms. Most people do Spotify. You know what I mean.
Yeah,
but if you
ain't platformed out. Like,
if you got iTunes, if you get on iTunes or Spotify, YouTube, even just send them the link. Most people have that, one or the other. So as an artist, you got to put your music everywhere. So
Where can they find you on social media?
Spotify.
Well, your name.
Oh, at God of Choices on Instagram and Twitter. That's GODOFCHOICES Choices. So.
Okay.
Your turn, Ace.
What's like I told everybody, or as natural deaths, what's the biggest thing that you're looking for coming into the new year?
The biggest thing I'm looking forward to, man, all the opportunities that I don't even know that the God is working behind the closed doors, you know. Mm-hmm. So whatever it may be, trying to position myself to be ready for that opportunity. You know, I can't really see the future, so I don't know.
You got something cooking?
My EP, Burning Desire, we just gonna focus on that right now. You know what I mean? Just want to have people tune into that. I put a lot of work and effort into that. Wanted to showcase my singing and my rapping abilities. It's the title Burning Desire because music has been something that's been inside me and burning to be out and for everybody to see for the longest time. I don't know if you guys are artists in here, but when you have that song and you just want somebody to hear it, but we gotta wait for the release date. But you like, man, but you overlooking these songs, man. Put this song out. But yeah, that's why I'm just looking forward to people to hear the music more. Burning Desire going forward because I put a lot of time and effort, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And the opportunities that might bring. Because I released a mixtape a couple years back, and it was just a mixtape, and I performed that. I opened up for Afro Man in Tucson when he had his little tour that he came out here. It got me to open up at an after party show for Too Short, and I performed at the State Fair. So I'm excited to see where this is gonna bring me. You know what I mean? So that's fine.
Yeah.
So where are you going to be performing on Hip Hop Festival?
I don't know yet. Honestly, they haven't gave us much more detail after, but I think downstairs and dining.
Downstairs?
With all the food and stuff.
That would be good.
Yeah.
And Gianna, go ahead and ask your question.
So how did you come up with your name choices?
It's more for the people, you know what I mean? I'm here to inspire, so just to let people know that they're in control. A lot of people lack ownership when it comes to everything. They do more they blame other things that are happening in the situation rather than what's happening inside them, and maybe that's what's creating their reality. You know what I mean? So choices, let you know that you're the one out there making those decisions, and you control your thought process. You control all that. So it's just to give back to the people. You know what I mean? That way, I'm getting it back in return. I do believe in a law of attraction. So
the law of attraction is a real thing.
So I believe you get what you are. So you know what I mean? So more for the people. You know, it's not even for me. So every time they say it, they could think, oh, choices. Oh, I got choices in life. You know. So.
Okay.
So we know that your parents were your inspiration. So my question for you would be, what outside of Arizona and Arizona artists? So it's like a two-part question. Who are two people that you would want to do like a collab with, like being an Arizona artist? What Arizona artist and what out-of-state artist?
Arizona artists. I don't really know too many Arizona artists that are mainstream, I would say. Only one I do know is Sincerely Collins, and I have a track with him. And Futuristic. Maybe do a collab with Futuristic. Yeah.
Okay.
Outside, I would say J. Cole, man. He's a big inspiration for me.
Yes.
So if I can ever get in touch with him, you know what I mean, to get some wisdom from that guy, you know. So.
Okay, I see you.
Yeah.
What's your favorite song from J. Cole?
Let me see. Off the top of my head, favorite song. I can't even think of no songs right now, man.
Mine's Middle Child.
Middle Child, that's a newer one, huh?
Yeah. I like that one.
There's an old one. I can't remember the name of it. Off one of his mixtapes that he came out with back in the day. I can't remember the name of it, but he had that one song with Missy Elliott too. I can't think.
How's it go?
Nobody's Perfect. It's called Nobody's Perfect.
Oh, yeah. That
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Okay. So outside of the music industry, so if there wasn't music, so like if your career ended today, what would be your backup plan?
Real estate. I'm actually just got.
You never know what people's, you know.
Yeah, I just actually bought my first house and built it from the ground up. Me and my lady out there in Crane Creek, so we was trying to get into real estate. So whether it's a backup or not, that's plan B. Yeah. It's in the works. So
you can tandem both.
Yeah. So.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to move from Arizona to anywhere else to flourish your career, where would it be?
I want to say Cali because that's where I'm from, but it's crazy out there in California. I probably would move to Atlanta down south, you know. My dad's actually from Louisiana, so I kind of understand how it works out there and the culture shock difference that it is out there. So
way different.
I love it.
Yeah. So I would probably say Atlanta because a lot of people make it out of Atlanta, and there's a lot of opportunities out there for music. So.
A lot of opportunities.
All right, well, shit. Let's get into your music video and check this shit out. This is Drip with Choices and Sincerely Collins. Let's go.
I actually watched it a couple days ago. It was really good.
Appreciate it. A lot of budget.
Oh, it's popping, man. Let's go.
She sexy and body be calling. I need that pussy when I ever fall in the way I make it drip. Sexy, you know that I'm falling. I'm never holding back, no, I go all in the way I make it drip. Sexy and the body be calling. I need that pussy when I ever fall in the way I make it drip. Sexy, you know that I'm falling. I'm never holding back, no, I go all in the way I make it drip. The way I make it drip. The way I make it drip.
Shit I'd put on my playlist. This is on Spotify?
This money I'ma get, dripping from the neck down to the wrist. The way she drop it down into a split, she go crazy for the dick. Baby mama bad and hella thick. I ain't gotta say it, you know what it is. What it is, a definition of what a boss is. Turn you on and how you running, baby, like a faucet. Acting money, more no matter what the cost is. I'ma have to give it back like a nigga lost it. Oh shit, I'm killing shit, yeah, it's dead to me. None of niggas compare to me. I'm ready, yeah, you better be rich, nigga, tendencies. I'm on a mission to getting rich. I'm a real nigga, gonna make it splash, make it drip. She sexy and body calling. I need that pussy when I ever fall in the way I make it drip. Sexy, you know I'm falling. I'm never holding back, no, I go all in the way I make it drip.
No, I'm good. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'm never holding back, no, I go all in the way I make it drip.
Swaths.
The way I make it
Good.
drip.
So,
The way I make it drip. The way I make it drip.
You make me wanna leave the one I'm with. Tell a new relationship I'm through. Get back to you. Thinking about the times I would drown inside you. Girl, you make me wanna get back to that baby mama drip. Fly back to the fix. Make you show me every single trick. But they ain't for kids. Let me all in that esophagus. Who your papa is. I love when it's wet all in your ribs. And it often is. My little vegan mama, I'ma give you options. Pledge allegiance, you the reason why I'm popping. I'ma lay back, baby girl, you got this. Leave it dripping like a mountain. Yeah.
She sexy and body calling. I need that pussy when I ever fall in the way I make it drip. Sexy, you know that I'm falling. I'm never holding back, no, I go all in the way I make it drip. Sexy and the body calling. I need that pussy when I ever fall in the way I make it drip. Sexy, you know that I'm falling. I
R&B-ish, yeah. I would say, yeah. That's more R&B-ish. I mean, I feel like that's a little bit slacking in the music.
I don't want to ask on here because I don't want you to give away all your shit. You know what I mean?
But people say when they hear me rap, they rather hear more rapping. So I think the next EP will be more so rap based. You know what I mean? Just give a little everything. I don't want to label myself though. So I'm an artist. I can do it all. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, that was a really good track.
I love the track.
Appreciate
the video
too.
Appreciate
it,
yeah,
man.
I saw the video.
I haven't got to see the video. I will.
You said it was a little like lower budget, but I thought it was.
No, it wasn't. That's I was saying because it wasn't low budget.
Okay. I was like, no, was pretty good. I liked it.
Who shot your video?
Produced by Matt. He actually shoots the video for the I think Blind Fury, and I forgot Cecilia Collins. He makes a lot of his videos too.
Yeah. So, do you step outside of hip hop at all? Do you do R&B? Do you do rock, country?
I do a little everything. I mean, I want to be known as one of the greatest songwriters of my time. So I'm not trying to label myself. So I venture off to whatever. You know, I've studied music, the writing, and everything about it. So don't want to label myself at all.
Have you written for anyone else?
Just my little brother as of now. He has a lot of songs on Spotify. Willie Valentine. That's what he goes by. He's up and coming. He's only 19.
So where can we find you on all platforms?
I'm on iTunes. Just look up Choices.
Choices?
Yeah. iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube. So.
And you said your Twitter was
at God of Choices.
Okay. Yeah. And does your Instagram just go as Choices or
at God of Choices?
At God of Choices.
So normal choices.
Yes, normal choices. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. I can't wait to see you perform. And as we welcome in our next guest, we're gonna go into the sauce with sauce.
More. I don't know. Honestly, I can't tell you.
Whichever. We'll be about to support. You know. We're all performing and doing.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, we're gonna after the show too. We're gonna do a interview with you guys since we've interviewed you here. So go ahead and hit us up and on my line and shit like that, and we'll interview you after you go on and shit like that.
For sure.
And we'll have it on our page.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, that's what's up. I'm excited to see all you guys perform.
Yeah, definitely. We'll be up at Scarlet. So
you'll be all mine. Yeah, and Bill's too. He's gonna be upstairs too.
Oh, he's gonna be upstairs? Fuck yes.
Nice.
Yeah, so you get to hear, a lot of the new Arizona artists performing old school and new school. So yeah, that'd be awesome.
I'm glad to connect.
When you come back, then I can ask you what Arizona artists you want to collab with.
Got you. Yeah.
Who captured you?
Yeah, right.
Who caught your attention at the show? Yeah. Well, we're honored to be your first interview.
Yes, we are. Thank you so much for coming by. We're going to get into the sauce with sauce, and then we're going to welcome in Yammering. All right, Sauce, this is on you. What is the sauce?
VR.
Yeah.
Virtual reality.
My question to you is that we've probably seen it here on the show. You've seen the RTU VR goggles sitting behind you, Tiana.
Yeah.
But have you ever really used the VR goggles before for like anything, any gameplays, anything else other than
only the fucking first one that gave everybody headaches and
had seizures and shit.
Yeah, people were having seizures from that shit. What was that?
Though.
Like Sega VR or whatever? Like
somewhere around those lines. Yeah. Back in the Sega days. Yeah,
it was a long time ago. I remember me playing that, and that shit was it hurt. I just watched it.
Damn.
Yeah.
So. The reason why I'm asking this and the reason why we're on this topic, this little particular topic at all, is because I think it was like a few days ago, my girlfriend wanted to celebrate her son's birthday, so the three of us went over to the main event in Avondale.
Main event's a good place too. I like that place over Dave and Buster's.
And they had the VR Beat Saber arcade there.
Okay.
I got to try that for the first time, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I liked it. I liked the.
Could you imagine Sauce going on drums?
You should have seen me when I did the crab rave.
Oh my gosh.
It's a song. Look it up on YouTube. The Crab Rave. It's Crab Rave.
The Crab Rave.
CRAB Rave. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. But at the same time, I felt kind of like, you know that feeling you get when you are doing something naughty, like you're getting intimate with your spouse, and all of a sudden someone walks in on you.
Oh, I just go. I just tell them to close the door and keep going.
But it's
what are you doing?
It's that embarrassing feeling. I get that feeling.
Got
him. Headsets on. I'm just like, there I am doing the beats, but at the same time, I was like, people are probably watching me do this shit.
Oh yeah, it is.
So, and this is in public too at the main event of all places too. So, the music was loud, so
You're like, is he okay?
Are you drinking?
Like when you were playing it?
I think I was just like.
He looks like Monster from the Muppets.
Hold on, I want to know what he was thinking.
For me, I felt like I was like, I mean, it's virtual realities. There's nothing but what you see, what is projected to you. But for me, I felt like with the helping of the loud music, I felt like no one was around me. No one was really looking at me. And I was like, I was really into it. I was enjoying the beat. I love when it comes to me and music, I love the rhythm.
Yeah.
I love the rhythm. I love
like I said, he looked like Monster from the Muppets.
But yeah, as soon as I take it off, I'm just like, I'm naked. I feel so naked. Vulnerable. Vulnerable. But now, yeah. Good thing I was wearing appropriate clothing, because goddamn, if I wore this in a veiny,
it would have been over.
I would have
had a nip slip.
Yeah, would have had a nip slip. I ain't gonna lie. I got man titties. I ain't gonna lie. I got man titties.
He's like a B cup. Something like that.
Hey.
Something like that.
No.
Those are
Boy.
Am I violating?
No. But now there is this Oculus Quest 2. It's the latest.
Oh yeah, Oculus.
Yeah.
I was gonna tell you, I have the VR system for the PlayStation. It's really good, but like I've heard the Oculus is a lot better, especially for movement.
Yeah, I'm looking at this one article from the website Forbes.com or some shit like that, where it's like, after years of attractive but flawed VR headsets, the Oculus Quest 2 may finally be the one that breaks down the barriers to invite everyone else in. Indeed, if the Quest 2, the best VR headset ever made, can't do it, then perhaps it's time to admit that VR will simply never be in every living room. Because Oculus is understandably one of those products that you can find in the living room of someone that has reasonably deep pockets, if you know what I mean, right?
You know, when I realized that we were gonna go into like more of that, whatever that VR stuff is, when I first moved to Arizona and I was watching like commercials, and there was a Cox commercial, and this Cox commercial had two pandas playing tennis. And like these.
Oh, I know what
Yes. Okay. So these two pandas are playing tennis, and then all of a sudden, like, you hear what you think is the mom panda, right, from the kitchen, like, dinner's ready, and so
what
then.
In the hell?
I don't know. I'm visualizing.
I know what she's going.
I'm visualizing it right
now. And I'm gonna show you. Well, okay. So like the two pandas are playing, and all of a sudden, like the pandas go to their watch and they push a button and they turn into kids. And the wall closes and it says. And then Cox says, "We are here. We are the future. Cox communication. Blah blah blah." So it gave me an idea of what like the future's coming from. Like these kids are.
The future is coming like from
this,
pandas.
You know
I mean.
I think you have to watch the commercial to understand. Like that's why Sauce gets me, because he's seen the commercial. You know what I'm saying?
Several times. I saw it the first time.
I'm gonna have to try to check out this commercial.
I saw that commercial for the first time. I'm just like, does that actually exist? Because I want it.
You just like turn into a panda like whenever you want.
Yeah,
you're just like, fuck it, dude, like panda time.
Panda time.
I think what it is, like the kid's playing and you you'll probably see me as a panda. Like, say we're playing like from different houses. Like, Tiana would see me as a panda.
Well, that's
no
fun.
As a panda on my screen, you know what I'm saying? But technically, we're not.
Why not just go holographic images? I like the holographic image idea.
Like, be cool.
Just actually being a
There's like a lot of
panda.
games you could like do
I'm
with
gonna
that.
show y'all the commercial so y'all understand it. I mean, why would Cox make a commercial like that, right? If it's not gonna happen.
It's not like making like a Mortal Kombat game like that.
I've seen this on TV once.
Yeah, so I actually did a little digging on the Oculus Quest 2, and on Amazon alone, 300 smacks right there.
Oh, okay.
That's not
when
bad.
When you said somebody with deep pockets, that's what I was wondering. Like,
I was like, how deep a pockets?
Right.
So
I was thinking more of a grand.
Like joysticks and
it's got the two joysticks and the headset, but I reckon that there's probably some
it's a
other
lot better
accessories
than
that
the
goes with it,
PlayStation
where
VR.
If they were to form
a
like
lot
some kind
better.
of package deal, I would reckon a little higher than 300.
If you're getting
6.
games and everything, it's gonna be about 6 that you put into it off the first go. I would say.
I'm like, they gotta get like something that's like really like more intense, like you can.
Well, the Oculus,
like a little treadmill, like run.
Well, the if the Oculus
Quest
Quest does what it's doing, it's gonna eventually get to that because they're already trying to do like work on doing like suits that actually you can actually like suits you can feel things.
They actually like jumped and like that's what they do. You jumped into his fucking TV.
You can like lay into it.
He thought it was serious. Like it really happened. So I was like, if you got like a station for that shit, like you said, deep pockets. I'm thinking about like. $5,000 or some shit like
that shit's expensive, dude. Like we were watching, me and my wife were watching this commercial, and there was this like new workout. Like it's a mirror, right? And you can fucking buy it, and supposedly there's a person on there, like you, whoever else has this mirror, you're able.
Mirror?
Yeah, like it's like a mirror. It's like a digital mirror that you buy. And so, like, you're working out in it, and you're able to communicate with other people that have the mirror.
Oh,
so
that's
you
creepy.
can, like, do different running. I think you can do, like, different running, like, exercise and all this other shit. And I was like, well, how much is this mirror? Because it's, like, they're making it seem like it's just affordable to whoever, right? If it's, like, a commercial, like, you can go out to the store and buy this, and it's, like, $1,500. And it's like, whoa, like, that's quite a bit of money. Like,
and by the way,
like,
this is
obviously, I'm gonna buy a
Yamarang, everybody.
PlayStation 5,
Shout out to Yamarang. We got him in the building right now.
That's
$1,500 for that
right there.
shit.
I've seen that commercial.
But it's only fucking like it would connect to somebody that has that mirror. It's not like a workout coach. Like
I think you might be able to like do
that would
like
be...
a thing where there's like a workout coach as well, but a lot of it's to like the idea of it's where you're able to communicate with like a larger a community of people because like obviously like COVID you can't like go to like so there's not that sense of like community. So
I could pull up straight naked to that fucking mirror and like.
You could. You're in the mirror.
That's what I'm saying.
I just thought of Candyman. I know that's awful.
Yeah, Candyman.
Yeah, I don't like that. I feel like it just like makes me think of like people like constantly like watching me and shit like that. Like, people
like you're trying to get dressed in the mirror and like.
I don't unplugged it, but they're still watching you.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah.
This is the sauce right here.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, my name is Yattering. So yeah, I'm a local musician here in Arizona. I do a little bit of some hip hop music. Well, that's mainly what I make is hip hop. But I like to infuse a lot of like metal into my music. But a lot of my songs also like.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a metalhead over here.
Oh,
so.
nice, yeah, oh yeah, dude. And then I just kind of like, honestly, like when I'm making music, like that's what's nice about like when I started last year, because I've only been doing this for a little over a year now. I wanted to just kind of like mess around with different sounds. I mean, there's even a couple of songs that I have that are like more R&B, and then there's some songs that don't have like any hook, and I've incorporated like more of like a chant in there, something that you would hear from like a metal song and stuff like that. But just kind of like, because when you're making music, the thing is like it's you're able to experiment with it. You can really kind of do whatever you want with it. A lot of times people get too grounded in a structure, like, oh, this is how I've heard songs, so this is how song needs to be. And a lot of time, like
fuck that.
Yeah, and like I like to be able to just kind of like explore and stuff like that, and that's kind of like how you find like a different type of audience, I feel like, as well as like finding your own type of sound. And like music, honestly, if you're not having fun with it, then you probably shouldn't be doing it, because it is a job. Like, you should be working, obviously, trying to build an audience, but at the same time you should be able to have fun with it.
Agreed.
And being able to kind of express yourself. I mean, that's what I've been able to do a lot, is kind of express myself through writing lyrics and everything else, because I do a lot of my own writing and everything, so I don't like to get lyrics from anyone.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
But
So, what influenced your career? How long have you been doing this?
So yeah, like a little over a year, and then how I started making music. So I've always been a writer. I actually went to school for like film, for directing and screenwriting and stuff like that. So I've always liked to write growing up. And then I would fuck around with writing music and like doing freestyles and stuff like that a little bit, and just kind of like writing like free verses with my buddy Chase. He does music now. He goes by Use. How I started actually recording was my buddy Zach set up like a little studio in his house, and he was actually making hip-hop music, and I was just kind of like bored at my house like playing video games, and he texted me, he's like, hey dude, like I wrote this hook, do you want to come like do this hook for me? And I was like, oh fuck yeah dude, like because I've always wanted to make a song, so I was like, I'll go record. And it turned out really good, and he liked it, and so he gave me a couple of beats, and he's like, dude, you should write some songs, like I want you to just kind of write some songs, and because he's like, I like your voice. So I wrote this song called 2 Minute Goodies. That's like a 2-minute song, and I just call it 2 Minute Goodies, just like me rapping about like some silly stuff, and I throw a little bit of personal things of me like subliminally in there with the silliness. But that turned out really well, and I liked doing it. So then I made Finn last year in September, which was my first EP that I made, and I wanted that to basically be kind of like an incorporation of like different music that I actually wanted to make. Like I wanted to step out of like making stuff that was like random or kind of, because I listened to this band called Dance Gavin Dance. I don't know if you know who they are. Yeah, so if you listen to like John Mess, like his screams, a lot of the lyrics are like super like wacky, and it doesn't really make sense. Right. So that's kind of like how I was making a lot of my songs at first, was off of that, because I thought that was funny. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, it was a quirky thing that he did.
Yeah, and kind of zany, and so I was doing that, but then with this, I wanted to incorporate myself in there, so I made a lot of the songs a little bit more personal, as well as kind of making it have a little bit of a different sound. Like there's a song in there called Metal that's literally just like heavy drums and heavy like guitars, and it's just like me yelling and screaming the whole time. And then I have like one of my friends, Dusty, who raps. She was in it, and it turned out really good. We like did a skit over there, and the skit was called Death. So it was like, if you look at the album, it's called Death Metal. So, and then we have a song that's a Goldface Killer that my buddy Zach was in, because he helped me produce the album. So I was like, I want the producer to like rap in there, and so he wrote like a verse, and I have like we took like a skit from like the animated series of the Batman, where the Joker's like laughing, and I threw that in there. And so I kind of like to do a lot of different stuff, because I really love the Joker. So I was like, I'm gonna incorporate this into my music. And then I love like movies and different pop culture, so sometimes I'll reference that, as well as like different like tech horror movies and stuff like that, while also like including myself, like kind of like what's going on with me at the time, or different things that I've gone through, because I was broke for a really long time. Me and my wife were incredibly broke, like living basically 20 cents to, paychecks and stuff like that. Like, only making like about $225, like, every 2 weeks and stuff. And it was really rough for a time. So I've included a lot of that in there, and, just kind of, saying that like I've grown as a person, trying to, so, but I feel like the more you keep up with your music, the more you're growing as a person. That's going to reflect in your music, and hopefully your music's growing as well, because that's what you want. You don't want everything to constantly be sounding the same, you want there to be progress, or somewhat type of progress. But yeah, so that's kind of how I started, and I did Finn. And then after that, I just started kind of making more music and everything.
Where did the name Finn come from? Because I'm thinking Friends. Not Friends, a 70s show?
Yeah, so Finn is actually Latin for end.
Yeah.
So Finn kind of like done. F-I-N. So yeah, so that was kind of like, as in like, gotcha. So what that meant to me was like, this is gonna be my EP. Like this is the type of sound that I'm gonna make. Because to me, like all of those songs have like if you listen to it, and hopefully if you listen to another song that comes after that, you'll be able, even if it has like a different type of style, like if it's R&B, hopefully you'll be able to be like, oh yo, that's Yattering. Like that has kind of like his vocals in there. There's like some type of yell, you'll be able to like at least know my signature from that. And so I wanted to kind of make that Finn be like, yo, this is my signature type style, and so this is done. And so so I like the word Finn. And then the last song in the album is called End. So yeah, kind of Ain't that funny?
Yeah.
So let's start the round of questions. Sauce, you want to start?
I'm currently drawing a blank, so I'll just move on to Ace until you come back to me.
Round 3, same question. What the fuck are you trying to look for coming to the new year?
The new year?
Yeah.
So this year, like, I'm definitely trying to like look forward to like growing like my audience for sure. That's why I'm looking forward to performing for the hip hop festival this coming Saturday, just because it's gonna be.
Do you know what stage you're gonna be on yet?
No, they haven't really told me. I know it's a smaller stage for sure, just because I did kind of like hit them up a little bit when a lot of slots were like full, and that's okay.
Yeah, no.
And that's all right, just because like this is still to me it's a very big opportunity. I mean, even doing this interview.
Absolutely,
guys, like,
Arizona
it's an
Hip Hop
opportunity
Festival
to me.
is like the biggest event every year.
Yeah, it's great, and a lot of it too is like if you do this stuff, yes, you get to be able to perform and meet like an audience, but a lot of what I look forward to is meeting. I like meeting different artists because that's really kind of how you grow in the beginning.
Agreed.
If you're starting out, that's how you grow. Is you meet artists. Hopefully, if they want to collab with you, you can meet their audience. Reach out to them and and then start growing your base, because that's kind of really how you do it. You can't expect to just start making music, then all of a sudden like there's gonna be all these people that want to follow you and they're like, oh man, I love your stuff. You're gonna get a few people that are gonna hit you up and really like your music, of course. But the thing is you can't stop. You gotta constantly progress, and how you progress is meeting other artists. You can't be shy when you're making music. You just can't. You gotta really step out of your shell. It's hard sometimes for a lot of people. A lot of people have anxiety in this day and age, and
especially with COVID going on.
Yeah, it's really hard to kind of get out of here. I'm really glad, like, obviously I bring my mask everywhere. I had it with me, but it's cool, we're keeping a distance, stuff like that, so you're able to like breathe a little bit, kind of have like some sense of like normalcy, because this year's just been like crazy. It's been so crazy for everyone. It's nuts, people are losing their jobs.
How has COVID affected you or helped you in your music career?
So it's affected me. My wife lost her job for a little bit, so we were without a little bit of money, so I was having to work a little bit more at my day job to be able to supply an income, which is okay because I got to provide and stuff like that. And then we recently just had a kid, November 11th. Oh, thank you. Yeah. So looking forward to that. And
Scorpio at home.
yeah, we did. Yeah. So he's gonna be some work probably when he gets older, but that's all right, dude. Like I can't. That's the thing that I'm like looking forward to the most is like when he gets older, kind of list. What types of things he's gonna like, who's gonna be his favorite, superhero and all this stuff. But right now, it's cool because like I'll play like a lot of my music for him, like a lot of my rap and stuff like that, because I've been, obviously like rehearsing my set for the show, and he likes rap. So I'm like, yeah, dude, like that'd be sick. He's gonna be
when you start out, if you happen to have kids, that's your first audience that you perform.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Even
so.
before they're born, actually.
Yeah, he would. She would say that whenever I would play like some music in the car or whatever, like, because anytime I record something, the rough draft, I'm always gonna show my wife to kind of get like her feedback on it, because like my wife isn't. She actually, I feel like, is more musically gifted than me, because she actually took like a bunch of like music courses in school. So like when it comes to like music, like if I make a song with her and they're mixing and mastering it, she'll like understand a lot of the technical terms of like what goes into it and how to break music down. I'm like, all right, that's awesome. Like, so when I start getting a studio at home, I'm gonna have her start mixing and mastering right there.
Yeah,
so
nice.
yeah, so so she'll listen to it and kind of like tell me if it's good or not. So
we're gonna give Tiana 2 questions, because Tiana will always ask you her famous question, and then another.
That's great, because I literally have 2 questions. I was gonna say, so I have 2 questions.
Cool.
That's crazy.
Questions.
So of course my question I ask everyone is when is your birthday?
My birthday is August 12th.
Okay.
1993.
Leo.
So yeah.
We got a lot of Leo.
Oh, we had another Leo today.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
2 kings in the house today.
Yeah.
You're the lion, yo.
Got him!
God, Muzzy.
Hopefully not this year though. 2021, hopefully better year.
What do you got planned for 2021?
Doing more shows. I'm making a lot more music. I'm gonna be putting out like another EP. Like I've been collabing with this artist named Dimebaggy up in the UK. He hit me up when I first started making music, which is what I like. Like the thing that gets me going is when producers hit me up and they're like, "Hey, dude, like I've listened to your music and I feel like we should make a song." And they'll like, you know, throw me some beats or they'll like give me a list of beats that they'll feel like I really like would be good on, because I like that stuff, because it's like, okay, like obviously you care about your music and you want it to be able to sound good. You want an artist that's good on it, that you know. So I kind of like that, because that's really good collabing. And so I got a bunch of his beats, and I've already made a bunch of songs with him, but I'm gonna be making like a little Dimebaggy Yattering EP. Probably the beginning of this coming year. And then again, what I want to do is start collabing with a lot more artists out here in Arizona, because the thing is I feel like Arizona, I mean, I guess I could be wrong, but what I've seen sometimes is that like a lot of music can be a little bit more competitive, you know. A lot of people are like can be really competitive out here, which is okay. It's good to have competition, but the thing is it's like that's not always like networking, you know. A lot of it is you want to make sure that you're having love and trying to spread like good word about other people's music as much as you can. Anyone that I've worked with, I always try to like throw them out. Like I work at the studio, Sunset Studios, with you know, Tyler, the producer, and all of the music that he's made is super amazing, and a lot of the artists that he worked with is really great. And what it's cool about him being a producer is that he'll take artists that he likes and like make like a little like collab album. So, you know, he hopefully wants me to get on one of those albums, so that would be sick. But
what is your second question for me, Tiana?
Tell me about your necklace that caught my eye.
Oh yeah, it's Rick.
Wait, what's his name? Hold on, what's his name? Yeah.
Oh, that's Rick.
Rick?
Yeah, so from Rick and Morty.
Oh, Rick and Morty.
Yeah, because I love the cartoon, obviously.
That's my favorite guy.
He needs to be friends
So,
with Titan.
Rick and Morty.
But
Rick and Morty.
yeah, it shows the shit, dude.
It is. It's amazing.
It's fucking awesome, dude. Like, and they won like an Emmy for like or not an Emmy, but like a fucking some type of fucking award.
And then they
for
get like kicked off because they're offensive.
Rick and Morty, yeah. If you haven't
Did
seen
you,
it might kill some brain cells at first, but it's okay. It's supposed to do that for you to get into it.
Did you see Solar Opposites yet?
No, that's supposed to be really good.
It is pretty good.
It's Justin Roiland.
It's really good.
That show, whatever that's called, is like a prophecy. Like it really talks about the future. It says it
Kind of like The Simpsons.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. It's
I don't know about the future, but it definitely.
I would say the present, definitely.
I love the science to the Rick and Morty. I mean, not the psycho. I mean, the.
Well, they actually
shit.
use that factual shit in the show too.
There is like a lot of.
I definitely love this. I love the idea of using a fucking portal gun just to go anywhere I fucking want, even to the land of farts, for crying out loud.
Oh, dude, and the writing is like smart too, because like it's really funny and there's all this stuff going on. But if you like look at like some of like the episodes and everything, like the layer underneath the funniness, it's kind of really dark.
Yeah,
and
it
like
is.
really fucking sad. Like
there's
this
the story.
episode
And it
where
makes you. And sometimes there's one of those episodes where, based on the character's actions or the environment or what you see in the background, sometimes it just makes you fucking think.
yeah,
That sounds like
yeah,
my kind of show.
yeah,
I'm
absolutely,
surprised
dude.
I haven't seen
It's
it.
really good. I'm surprised you haven't.
Yeah.
Like there's a part
Check
like
it
when
out.
Morty, like one of the characters, is like, you know, he says, no one, you know, you don't belong, like no one belongs anywhere. Nothing happens on purpose.
Everyone's gonna.
And we're all gonna die.
And we all die. And it's like that. If you think about it, like that's the truth.
The
you know?
truth, yeah.
You know, everyone's constantly looking for like, okay, like what's my purpose? What am I supposed to do? And it's like, okay, well, if you keep asking that, and if you don't fucking do something with yourself, then nothing. Then your purpose is nothing. You know. So like, you gotta like make your own purpose. Like you gotta find out like what you want to be able to do, and you gotta go for that.
Everything's
you know?
manifestation. If you manifest it, it will be.
When you know
Yeah,
nothing
that's
else
why,
matters
like,
to you, the universe
with
is
being
pretty much your
said.
playground.
Yeah, I mean, I got a kid, but I'm gonna still keep making music. I mean, I'm here now, like with you guys. You know, my kid's okay. Like we got someone to take care of him. Like, you know, grandma's at the house. Thank goodness.
For you, like no excuses, right?
Yeah, like for me, it's like they're really, unless you know, obviously something like dramatic happens, but no excuses to not continue doing what you love to do, because if you love to do it, then you should continue to do it. And the thing is, hopefully, if you have kids, you want them to do better for themselves as well. And the thing is, I can't tell my kid to try to go out and reach for his dreams or try to have dreams if I don't have any. So the thing is like that's just how I look at it. And now, even after having them, I have a radio with Icon. I, interview with you guys, Icon Radio, which I didn't have before. I'm performing live at, the hip hop, the festival this year. That's great. So a lot of this stuff is really turning up, like, after he's been born, and because I've been pushing harder to want it.
As you always should.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna ask you the same thing that I asked Choices. So if music stopped, there was no music, do you have like any projects outside of music, or what would be your like backup plan if your music career were to end today?
Oh yeah, so to me, like, I started getting more, because when I made my first EP, I was just kind of messing around with music too. Like, I wasn't gonna really take it too seriously. And then after I made it, that's when I was like, I want to start making it more. I want to start taking this more seriously, start performing. I performed after at a bar, started, meeting up other artists for recording at another studio, Sunset Studios, where there's other artists that go there, trying to really get myself more into the underground scene. But I didn't really want to at first. I was just having fun with it because, like, my whole thing that I wanted to do, I went to school for film. So that's what I wanted to do, is I wanted to make movies. I wanted to direct and screenwrite movies.
So you wanted to be a director?
Yeah. So that's kind of like still something that I'm progressing towards.
And you have a degree in that, correct?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay.
I got the associate's degree, and then I was reaching for my bachelor's degree, but then stuff started happening, and I stopped going to school, and then I was gonna start going back this year, but COVID hit, so I was like, fuck that. And then I just started.
It's better right now too, though. At the same time, because of all the what do you call? No, it's not even that. The loans basically are on freeze and everything. You can go for free.
Yeah, so I don't have to worry about that right now, like having to deal with any of those.
Exactly.
People,
born and raised here in Arizona?
Yeah, I was born and raised here. I was actually born on the hospital right there on Dobson, so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Then I lived down
the
here
Banner
in,
Dobson Hospital, or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then I lived down here in Mesa, so I still live down here. I used to live in Gilbert, but then I had a house fire like 5 years ago, so that was crazy. Yeah, it was wild. Yeah, it's a little funny sometimes. Like, thinking back on it, it's pretty funny. So.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't funny.
No, not at the time. It sucked. It sucked at the time because like we're pulling up to like our street. And like we're gonna make a left into our our neighborhood, and there's this fucking fire, and I'm just like, holy shit, someone's house.
Somebody
like
shits
that.
on fire.
I was like, that fucking sucks, dude. And my babe's like, yeah, it does fucking suck, because that's our house, babe. And I was like, whoa, like, oh shit. I was like, pull up there now, fucking. So we like drive up, and so we had like a fucking
got him.
So yeah, dude, it was fucked up. I'm just glad we didn't have any like dogs or cats at the time.
Yeah, definitely.
Firemen don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, no. So I mean, now we're living where we live now, and I've been making music for the last year. But yeah, everything's been going pretty good. Yeah.
You can overcome anything,
Yeah, hell yeah, you can.
Well, I'm glad y'all are okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, let's.
So right before we go into your music, where can we find you on all platforms?
Yeah, so I have an Instagram that is Yattering _. You can find me on YouTube at Yattering Official. I'm going to have a Spotify at the end of this year, which is obviously you're going to be able to find me as just Yattering.
I would spell that.
Yattering, yeah. So Yattering is YATTERING.
That's okay. That's
So
what I
yeah,
thought.
It's not. It's spelled how it sounds.
I got the name I got. So like if you look it up, like there's like this fucking metal band in the 80s or whatever the fuck that like has the same name, and it's like I didn't know that until after I chose my name. But when I chose it, I was like, I'm not gonna go back because like I already made my Instagram and like started kind of hitting up people and releasing music under that name, and I was like, whatever. They don't even make music anymore. And the thing is like I got my name. From a book called The Books of Blood by Clive Barker. So
you read a lot.
Yeah, I like to read. Yeah.
What's your favorite author?
Stephen King for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's got to be. Yeah, it's got to be Stephen King. The best book series by him for sure is definitely The Dark Tower. So if no one's read that, they should read that. That shit's good.
Okay.
But
all right.
I didn't get back on that. I've read a couple chapters and I've dropped it?
I haven't been able to like read as much because like anytime I have downtime, obviously like I'm trying to write as much as I can. So.
But that's what you would do on your downtime is basically read.
Yeah, I would like read or like write stories and stuff like that. I still write stories because I got to keep up with that. But that's another reason why I started making music was just because I wasn't finishing a lot of my stories or anything else like that. Like I would start writing a story and be halfway done with it and be like start writing something else. So it would go unfinished, and that's really upsetting when you have unfinished work. So music is something that I was like finishing, and you're able to hear the final product. So. I want to start doing more of that.
All right. So once again, where can we find you?
And then on YouTube, you can find me as Yattering Official, and then on SoundCloud, you can find me as Yattering Official as well.
Okay, great. Well, we're gonna go into a song by Yattering. It's the divide between. Let's get into it.
That is, I like a lot of his music. He's in another state, but like I kind of network with this. You can find them on Instagram and on YouTube. It's this like group called Next Up. So it's like this platform where like different artists can go and kind of like connect with each other, and they connect. There's like this chat that we have on Discord. I don't know if you guys know what that is.
All right, so wait a minute. We're back now. Explain what was the question that you just asked him, Val?
Was there any artist in Arizona or outside of Arizona that he wanted to collab with, and he's kind of explaining about what artist it is that he wants to collab with and how he discovered them?
Yeah, there's this artist named Kid Curl, and I discovered him through this platform called Next Up, where different artists can go and kind of connect with each other, and then they do reviews on music like twice or once like every week and stuff like that, and you can submit your music. And then they, how I found them was they contacted me on Instagram, and they listened to, I guess, one of the admins at the time listened to one of my songs and wanted me to post it on there, so that's how I got onto that group. And there was this dude named Kid Curl, and I really like his music. I think his music is really good, his sound. So if you guys don't know him, you guys should check him out. And I would like to collab with him, and which is nice because it's actually pretty reasonable to be able to collab with him, because I don't mind paying people to work with them. I don't mind paying for beats. That's how you grow as an artist.
Honestly, I feel like it's fundamental to pay the person for their beats as it is. Agreed.
I always ask, and then that's the thing too. That's how you build rapport. Is you
that, and once you're paying somebody else,
eventually
we're all getting paid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, that's how you grow, right? Because the thing is, we want to make. You can't live, unfortunately, unless you're making money. And the thing is, you can make money off of making music. You gotta invest, you said, too. Yeah, absolutely, just like that. Like, the thing is, if you're paying for music, you can't think about it as like losing money. Or the thing is, it's putting an investment into your future self. That's how you gotta look at it. Because that's important. If you're not willing to spend money on yourself, then you aren't willing to try to grow or try to branch out. And sometimes you might lose money, but the thing is like, you got to know who to contact. Obviously, you don't want to have someone hit you up randomly and be like, yo, I need $500 to get you a bunch of bot followers or, likes and stuff like that. You want to try to keep it as organic as possible. And how you keep it organic is you hit up underground artists that you like, and you ask them, hey, can you do a repost for me? How much is it? And you pay for that. Because that's how you get organic. And the thing is I've paid for tons of beats from artists or producers and work with them, and they'll hit me up and they'll throw me a beat. They'll be like, yo, dude, I made this beat. I want you to be on it, And the thing is that's also how you grow. I like that shit, because that means that someone's fucking thinking about you when they're making music, and that's what you want, because that means that they're talking about you, hopefully, or they're trying to spread your music, and that's what you want. You want other artists to spread your music to their audience.
He was waiting.
Yeah. It's all facts right there. So everyone, people might be writing this down. So, but yeah, I mean, and hopefully a lot of this shit is the things that you know. But there's this artist Downwolf. He does a lot of metal stuff. He's been, anytime I'll like put out a song or something like that, like he gives me a lot of good feedback, and he doesn't even have to do that shit. He just does it because he likes my music and he wants to see me grow. We're not even in the same state, but I want to be able to work with him just because I like his sound. There's Kyle James down here. He makes some pretty good music. I want to be able to work with him. Resilient is an artist down here in Arizona that's really good. He does a lot of like he inquires like a lot of more like melodic sounds into his stuff, where it's like some singing and then also
so like he's an R&B artist, basically.
Yeah, a little bit, but it's honestly like I'm gonna say that like some of his style like reminds me of like a little bit of Eminem, to be honest, just kind of the way that he kind of structures his like lyrics with the rapping, which is pretty cool. Because there's like it's like a fast like sharpness. Which is nice, especially if you're staying on the beat, because sometimes it's hard to, I like to rap fast, and sometimes it's hard to do that. But you got to make sure that what you're writing is like really going with the beat. Anytime you're writing anything, even if you're writing something that's like slow, like I have an R&B song that I rap really slow, and obviously you want to always make sure you're staying with the beat, making sure it sounds, not forced. But yeah, so that's another artist that I've been planning on working with for a while. There's a couple of things that we're gonna collab on. So. Yeah.
Thank you for coming in.
Oh yeah, thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, definitely.
Is he our last interview?
Yes, he is.
So you're more than welcome to stay to the end of the show. We do.
Yeah, we have a few more segments right now. We're actually about to be getting into ladies talk. If you would like to start on that.
I actually didn't have a ladies talk this week since I knew we were having 3 interviews.
Well, how about this? Can you talk about our toy drive?
Yes, exactly what I was gonna do. You would have let me finish. So
My
yes,
bad.
just a reminder of the toy drive again. We are collecting toys for you moms. New Day Center. More than welcome to drop them off here at Icon Radio. So that's going on through the 22nd. Like we've said before, we need women's hygiene, men's hygiene, African American hygiene, and of course, our main focus is newly open toys for the children. We are asking them to be, like I said, we are asking them to be delivered here, unwrapped, and no toys of any weapons of any sort.
Damn, that's
no
awesome.
plastic knives, no bows and arrows,
cool,
no toy guns, nothing.
Yeah, keep it, family friendly.
Yeah, for sure. So let's go into Fuzzy Muzzy, whatever the news is.
Oh, yes. I've got some news for y'all.
Oh, you've been waiting, huh?
Oh, I have.
What do you got for us this week, Muzzy?
Poop shanks.
Not poop shanks this time. That was a few segments back. Was the poop shanks?
Frozen poop shanks. Boy.
Frozen poop shanks.
There you are.
So,
let's go into some kind of poop.
with the fiery, plague-ridden nightmare of the scape of 2020, like a gift of some benevolent higher being, has come the source of true wonder and delight. Apparently, the wandering monoliths of Utah, Romania, and California. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but they're these metal monoliths that are sticking out of the ground. And it started in Utah, and we talked about it last week too.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah,
I've seen some of that. I didn't read anything about it, but I've seen articles, and I've scrolled past them. I'm like, I don't know.
They've showed up. It started in Utah, and it left really, really quick, and then got tore down or something like that really quick and disappeared, and then it ended up in Romania, and then it ended up in California after they were tore down, and then they moved again. So, like I said, the first one was in the Utah desert that emerged on November 18th, vanished November 27th. The second was outside of the Romanian city Picara Nemet, which appeared on November 27th but disappeared on December 2nd. And most recently was the one on the top of Pine Mountain in Atascaro, California, which appeared December 12th and was taken down December 3rd. Nobody really knows how they suddenly appear. I mean, there are some controversies going around about it, that the Utah one was torn down and somebody saw it, but who really knows? But these monoliths keep popping up out of nowhere, and it's something that's all over the place right now. I thought that was pretty interesting. So.
Yes, very interesting.
Very interesting. Metal shit is sticking out of the ground for no goddamn reason. No reason at all.
So my question.
Yeah, an earthbender.
I think this begs a question. It's if you suddenly wake up and you see a monolith, for instance, in your own fucking backyard.
I'd be like,
what would you do?
I'd be like,
what
the fuck is that?
Probably try to sell it. I'd be like, yeah, how much can I get? Look at this. Have people come see it, charge them.
Yeah.
$50. Yeah, dude. People
no, I'd be like 10, $20.
Act of God.
Oh yeah, it's here. Yeah.
Yep.
Just run that money.
Any more fuzzy news?
So, a Canadian YouTuber earned a Guinness World Record by taking. Sauce is gonna love this one. Taking his engineering skills to a galaxy far, far away by building the world's first retractable proto lightsaber. James Hobson said he and his team of Hacksmith Industries were inspired by a Star Wars film to create their own version of a retractable plasma lightsaber. The lightsaber has a hilt designed to resemble those of the Jedi Knights, but is attached with a tank of liquid propane gas and oxygen gas to create a high level of heat required to make the blade and the plasma beam basically shoot higher than 400,000 Fahrenheit. The blade can be extended and retracted with the push of a button. The innovation earned the Hobson Guinness World Record for creating the world's first retractable proto lightsaber. I saw the video on it.
I saw it too.
It was pretty badass, wasn't it?
It's
dude,
like,
well, but I like this piece of news. I'm gonna check this out.
Yeah, you gotta look at it.
I want
I was
this
just
shit
gonna say
so
that
bad.
about you. I know that interests you because I did notice your
Oh, yeah,
tattoo
the
that he
lightsaber.
does have a lightsaber.
He's like, I like lightsabers.
He has lightsaber too.
Yeah, we do.
That's matching.
Aww.
So that's awesome. So I know that.
His and hers.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. I'd definitely be interested in that.
I will put that on
It's pretty dope, but like he's got like
right, yeah.
he's got like a backpack thing on that
It's a
has the
typical
propane
flame-
and
it
the
looks like a-
oxygen
It's like a
filter.
whole thing, dude.
Yeah.
It's almost like a little like lightsaber Ghostbuster thing.
Basically.
Yeah, but you know how they did with flamethrowers back in World War II? They have a sack on your
Oh,
back.
okay,
and
kind of like that.
It's kind of like that, but they modify to make it look like a lightsaber.
And it cuts through things too.
I've seen
it cuts through hard steel. Like it's actually pretty strong. It's pretty crazy. And I was like, I looked over at Janae. I was like,
yeah.
I was like, can I get one of those?
It's gonna be like real lightsabers. Like
People gonna be trying to like
play
like,
with me.
Imagine
I will
someone's
be the
gonna, like,
first
try to rob
person
you
to
out
buy
in the
one.
street with, like, a
Who
knife,
the
and you're gonna
fuck
pull out
needs
your
a gun?
lightsaber and be like, not today, dude.
We ain't playing
Yeah.
together.
Oh no, I would say I'll play.
Oh yeah,
I
I
do
definitely play.
Who the fuck needs a gun when you got a lightsaber?
You know, like
Bringing a gun to a
No,
lightsaber
fuck
show.
with you.
I'm still shooting you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't know if I'm Jedi enough to be fucking deflecting bullets right now.
I'll just be like,
Yeah, you're like
Waving
moving
it
all
back
fast
and
and then
forth.
like you just start fucking leaking blood. Like
I will never if I had a lightsaber, I would never ever let my girlfriend go anywhere near it.
yeah, no, never let a woman go near it.
She's like, oh, what's this?
Be like, you want to cheat, motherfucker?
That's exactly why.
You've been talking about Shalina too much, bro. Let me get you.
She done woke up.
just fucking trying to laser your penis off. Like, yeah, dude. Like, whoa. I still need this for things.
This bitch.
Right.
A human.
Think just accidents can happen, dude. Just like you're getting in your car, you're all drunk. Fucking just turn it off.
Or God forbid,
Turning on your
kid found a
lightsaber. Getting drunk, turning on your lightsaber.
Lightsaber accident.
Let me show y'all something.
Let me
All right, so what's the next bit of news if you have it?
Yeah, I do.
Ashley Phoenix said, "Baby mama pulling up with a lightsaber."
Oh God. So, a Japanese entertainment complex dedicated a classic. You're gonna love this one too. And I saw it and I like jizzed my pants.
Oh my God.
Tell me.
A Japanese entertainment complex dedicated to a classic anime series, Mobile Suit Gundam, and unveiled their star attraction, the 49-foot-high robot statue that can move its arms, legs, and head.
Oh yeah.
The Gundam and Gundam Factory in Yokohama Entertainment Complex showed tons of its abilities in a 20-ton full-scale replica of the RX-78 Gundam from the animated series. Like, and it was moving its fingers. It was stepping all over the place. I was
Fuck
like,
flying
ooh,
cars. I want
yes,
a
I want a Gundam.
I want a fucking Gundam.
Or a Zoid. I'm down with the Zoid.
I'm down for Zoid too.
Crazy things, dude. They're doing crazy. Did you guys play like Metal Gear Solid at all?
Not as much anymore.
Well, there's obviously you guys know the game.
Yeah,
so like,
yeah.
like one of the main characters has like a metal metal arm, you know, like a robot fucking arm and shit. They actually made that. Like Metal Gear, the company, like Konami, actually like teamed up with like a prosthetic company and like made this.
The
like,
crazy part about that too is like I told people, I was like, if I was to lose my arm, I would get the engineered one from Full Metal Alchemist.
That would be sick.
Yeah,
that'd be sick, dude.
Nah, Cyberpunk 2077 is gonna be my kind of.
Yeah.
But the giant robot can move its arms, legs, head, and can strike different poses. The complex says the Gundam will change its poses every half hour once the attraction is open to the public. The Gundam factory in Yokohama has been scheduled to open its doors in October, but the opening was delayed till December 19th out of the safety of the COVID-19 pandemic. So
every half hour it will change its pose.
Every half hour it will change its pose.
So that's okay. So it's moving. That's relatively
it's moving
fast for its size.
Like it moves kind of slow. It doesn't.
No, yeah.
I was kind of bummed about that. I was like, all right, it still moves kind of slow, but
that's the reality. I mean,
yeah, that's the reality. Until we get faster moving Gundam.
Can you imagine a fucking Big Zam?
Could you imagine? Zam? Man, I would have fun with that. My goodness.
Oh my god.
I want a Gundam. I don't want a flying car. I want a fucking 59-ton fucking robot.
That has a lightsaber.
That has a lightsaber.
So
I'll get the lightsaber.
With the lightsaber that you buy. Yep. That's dangerous.
Yeah. The Gundam, the lightsaber, everything.
You like try to like get like a little army going of like robots.
Yeah. It doesn't matter how slow they move. They got a lightsaber.
Real. Dude, that would be like the most fucking kick-ass bodyguard. Like if you're at shows, if you're anywhere, just like someone's gonna like step up to you, like start talking shit, and your robot's just like, do not come any closer.
Got him!
Whipping out lightsaber.
That's what my Gundam would say. Okay, my Gundam guard. He would be like,
got him!
Oh my god. Anyway.
Take that voice clip, add a Sean Connery dialogue into that. There you go.
Some Sean Connery.
Okay. So would you rather?
Oh yeah. No, I got one more. One more.
One more.
So the medics are treating a woman, a 34-year-old unidentified woman that was left bamboozled as to why was causing her illness until they eventually discovered the problem living in her gut. A giant tapeworm had been lurking in her stomach for 9 months. Her symptoms started at home late when she realized she hasn't eaten all day. She ate this like sour sushi. So, yeah.
I've never had a sushi like that.
She opened the fridge at at her house and saw some sushi she bought 5 days ago from the service station.
From the gas station.
Yeah.
She bought gas station sushi.
Gas station.
5 days. So how long was it sitting there?
So it said the fish did taste a little bit sour, but she just put soy sauce on it to mask it out. The 5-day-old sushi was unveiled that she didn't remember eating it. She spent months suffering from malnutrition, incontinence, sleeping nights, and exhaustion and hallucinations from the bugs crawling in her stomach.
Oh, dude, that's bad.
She felt like there were like animals crawling in her skin, and the sleepless nights leaving her anxious and confused and feeling like her heart was beating out of her neck. She had a feeling something was jiggling and shaking inside of her when she went to the toilet. In the weeks after the suspected sushi, she told her husband that she felt like a fish was flapping around in her belly and endured months of treatments, blood tests, and examinations, which rushed her to the hospital twice after suffering a terrifying seizure. The doctors realized it might be a tapeworm, examined her stool, and found thousands of tapeworm eggs inside of her.
So the question is, what was the length? What was the length of the sucker? Did they measure it?
9 meters long.
Ooh.
You know, there's two things you don't buy at a gas station, people, and that's CBD and sushi.
CBD? Why CBD?
I've just never seen like sushi at a gas station in my life. Like
I've heard of plain sushi, and nobody ever gets plain sushi because
what is plain sushi?
California roll.
You go to
the
you get the California rolls from the convenience store.
Yeah.
That's in the airplane. Airmart.
Airplane sushi.
Airplane. airplane.
I would trust that a little bit more.
Walmart
Gas
has
station.
sushi.
I see
I
like
wouldn't
moldy
know.
like beef jerky.
Nope.
At like a gas station.
A moldy
It's like,
beef jerky?
Yeah, it's like I didn't like.
That's
like
nasty.
like how long has it been sitting there where it's like that meat's like getting old? It's kind of gross.
Yeah.
That's probably those gas stations. They don't really have a lot of traffic.
One of my biggest like fears, or just that creeps me out, which not many things, but like bugs in your body. Oh,
You don't like bugs in your
no.
body?
So I'm just sitting here like, oh.
Yeah, well, that lady deserves a Darwin Award for sure.
Yes, yes. Shout out to that lady.
Don't trust sour gas station sushi.
And that ends Muzzy's Fuzzy News.
Got him!
Why does that sound like you?
She said you sound like Wilvin. That's funny.
Since you were ending on a tapeworm thing, I just looked it up on the longest tapeworm in recorded history. 82 feet.
Ooh. 82 feet. How did that fit in that person's body?
I want to know.
Yeah,
That went through everything. Every intestine. It was wiggling out the mouth every here and there. It was actually going ding ding.
Yeah, they had to have surgery to get that out.
Yeah.
There was no pulling that out. They had to cut that person
It
out.
was like you know those magic tricks where they pull the towel out of something and they keep on pulling.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. She's like, all right, sir, we're gonna need you to bend over real quick.
It just keeps on coming.
For a while, yeah.
They're like this. Ace, look.
2 hours later, I'm still pulling.
Get like a piece of like
No, you
raw
have to be
meat.
careful
Like
because
hopefully the
sometimes
worm can
tapeworms have a
smell
tendency
this.
to break off in sections. That's how they're able to survive sometimes.
Oh,
Sometimes
no.
tapeworms are able to remove sections of themselves.
Yeah, that's how there's multiple in you. Yeah, that's how because they're asexual. Yeah.
So they
make
break
more.
off piece of them, like they intentionally
Like-
break themselves to make
Yeah, like
more of them.
those
That's some
sections,
badass cloning shit right there. I wish I could do that. Fuck. Like break off my arm.
Just like another you like form. Just like just fucking rip off your arm.
Yes.
A little
Okay, well,
painful. Hopefully, like you don't bleed out in the process.
That's what
like another you is like trying to form, and you're just like dying.
I'm okay with that. I'll break off my arm. I'll get a metal arm, and I'll have another me.
That's how you extend your
Sacrifices
life.
have to be made.
Yeah.
Lightsaber.
Okay,
All right.
so your part, Sauce.
Would you rather?
Sauce.
Would you
What's the
rather?
would you rather for?
Oh. Would
No,
you?
It would not be about tapeworms.
No.
Would you rather have a tapeworm?
Would
No.
Would you rather always look 10 years younger from the neck up or the neck down?
The neck up.
Whoa, shit, well, hold on. It depends on how old you are. You know what I mean?
That's why I'm laughing. That's exactly why I'm laughing.
Hey, cause you could be having some of that old wrinkly pussy and shit. You might need that neck down rejuvenation. Look good on the
I feel like you gotta really do like a big self like evaluation, like be honest
Yeah,
with yourself. Like, what do I need more of? Like,
Yeah.
you know, if that like wish is gonna be granted to you, because it's almost like a trick. Like,
It is.
how you gonna fuck yourself up, or are you gonna do like really good?
So what about if the? Okay, so I'll choose the neck up as long as the bottom part is like 9.5 years younger. You know what I'm saying?
Why 9.5? No, you get 10.
Why conditions?
There's
Why
no
you're
conditions.
Why you're requesting conditions? It's 10 years.
I never get conditions.
Yeah.
It's either one or the other.
Yeah. Would you rather, or there's no conditions. It's just straightforward.
It's straight to the.
So basically.
What happened at that half a age?
Well, I'm
We
just
don't
saying
wanna
because
know.
if I can't get 10 years, I'm just saying if I can't get 10 years from the neck down because I'm choosing 10 years from the neck up, then I want 9.5 from the neck down. If I'm getting 70.
Yes. You get it. That's not an option. It's what it is.
I know it's
So
not, but
if your face is.
can it be an add-on? Can I?
Nope.
Nope. Exactly.
Shut down!
See that guy? Nope. But what about?
Nope.
If anything, nope.
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 Exactly. Well.
So what do you choose? No 9.5s.
I would choose the neck up.
Same. I would choose the neck up.
You, yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably do neck up. So
I'm ready for Ace.
I'm going neck down, like, cause I'm like my face looking from like 10 years ago. I basically look just the fucking same. I'm 34. I'll be fucking 24 again. I'm like, you know, like if motherfuckers haven't realized, like, if you haven't hit 30, your performance ain't the same. Like, so
exactly.
I was active, like sports and all that type of shit. I have fucking a youth body and still the same face. So.
I would love to have my old swimmer body back.
Well, so we're going based on what we look like now. In that
Yeah.
case, I'm about 10 years down for my neck.
Yeah.
Yes! I'm sorry. Yes, but fuck yeah. Fuck the Raiders. You lost the game.
What's the score?
Turnover on downs, 28-24.
Damn, that's close.
After 2-minute warning, it's 1 minute 34 seconds. All I have to do is take a couple knees, win my game tonight. The Chiefs win the AFC and in the playoffs. So right now, fuck you and thank you at the same damn time.
Jacob's a Raiders fan, so.
Oh, Jacob. You out to the high end, man, so you'd have paid me, little nigga.
Would you rather be a Raider or a Chief? Your time to ask.
Cheap man.
Okay, Tiana, what is your answer?
I gave my answer.
It's sauce.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Sauce, what's yours?
I'd rather be 10 years younger down.
But I do change mine because I would rather down as well.
I'm gonna agree. 10 years down.
Yeah, based
like
on
I
what
like
we look,
my face
exactly.
right now. I like my face.
I'm alright with my face. You know what I mean? I
can add a little bit of moisturizer here and there, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm alright. You can always like work on your body, but you can't.
Oh,
really
yeah.
work on your face,
And
you
like
know what
that-
I'm saying?
it-
like you work out and like even when you get older, you can have like
a good body for
And
life.
even if you want to work on your
like,
face, it takes a
hopefully
lot of years
take care of yourself,
and
but I
money
can't work
to
my
get
face
to
out. You know what I'm saying?
You know
Like,
what I mean? Like,
something happens and you're gonna look fucked up. Like if you get in a car, like imagine if you get in like some type of accident, your face gets all fucked up, and you're like, yo, you want to look 10 years younger?
Man.
You're like, yeah, dude, that's great.
I remember 10 years
like
ago,
that,
I didn't
bro.
have this shit. I had a whole face, not just a half face. Like, so yeah, 10 years, let's go back.
But the way technology is changing, you might have a half robot face by then, you know?
I'm okay with that.
I don't know.
Robot
robot arm is cool, but not a robot face.
It depends if it's got like the flesh on it.
Like some type of laser.
Like some sort of
Shoots
like
lasers.
Terminator shit. I don't know.
Man, if I could.
Alright, so that ends the morning roast. Thank you all for tuning into the morning roast episode 19, Arizona Hip Hop Festival 7 edition. Shout out to Respect the Underground. Shout out to Icon Radio. Bill and Kane, we out of here.
Deuces.
Peace.